Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 for the last decider of the tournament. Yes, and this is HEARTTT and Vinchester. Whoa, Vinchester was the player that was in the grand final in King of the Desert 4, for those that don't know. And now he's playing a decider. So he's used to be in very important moments. HEARTTT, that was in the top 4 in King of the Desert 1, but that's a long time ago. Let's see if he's going to feel some pressure, because definitely he's not that used to be in those moments. And do you think this Mr. Stark can be a factor?
I think he can. Players might get nervous, you know. I think that both players have the potential to be on the top 16, top 8 of the tournament. Both are great contenders for this tournament, to be honest. They have very unique play styles. They're strong. I've seen HEARTTT evolving a lot in the past few months, so I feel like he's playing really strong. Vinchester is always dangerous, especially in these tournaments. He's great on Arabia. He's always innovative, always aggressive, always bring us great games. So one of those guys being out of the top 16 was honestly unthinkable for me, you know, if you asked me in the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is definitely pretty crazy, but, well, Vinchester lost against Nikov, and Nikov could be playing here versus HEARTTT if he lost it, but it's Vinchester. All right, we see how HEARTTT is just tricking the ships, and Vinchester is trying to go for the lane, which makes sense. You want to take some ships, but he's not going to be able to do it. Well, goats, ships, you know, whatever, the same bonus it is, and he's going to have all safe. The map for HEARTTT, the berries are fine, and he has a secondary goal at the back, and thanks to that, you wall until the edge of the map. That goal forward and the stone is not that terrible anymore.
Yeah, it's great. The map is great. You might think like the gold is terrible and he might have to commit like Margogo did in the previous games, but you know, he can always option to choose the back gold, and later, once he's on Castle Age, make some extra buildings in the front, seize that area and make that gold area safe. So he can play with the back gold, as you said. A very good game from HEARTTT on the beginning, very lucid game, you know. He went for all the ship before going for the lure, he went for the forward boar, so he completely denied Vinchester to lane him, you know. Some more greedy player could have just started luring once he found the ostrich, and then lost the boar, lost the ship, so just some small decision, which was pretty great. Talking back about the map, Vinchester map has a very similar situation, but the other goal, the secondary one, is way further on the back, so I'm unsure if he would consider using that. I feel like he's just gonna go for the forward one.
Yeah, knowing how Vinchester wall, that usually does a wall, is probably unlikely. You know, probably unlikely. Anyway, Vinchester already with 4 villages on wood doing the barracks, so he's gonna go with militias. He's gonna try to play aggressive, make the 2 militias and the scout. That's why he probably was sending the village forward. Sorry, the scout forward. Yeah, he knows where his opponent is, and he's gonna send the militia soon. I believe if he's doing the barrack now, it's because he's gonna make 2 militias, right? Otherwise, make no sense.
Exactly. He wants to go for the militia. He wants to go for it. He's not gonna click up. It's a drush. It's a regular drush. I thought that he could use a similar opening to Margogo, the drush after click, you know. But actually, he's drushing. This is gonna slow down a bit his feudal age time, but he still has a good time to set up a good eco after that.
Yeah, let's see what he's going to do. You can see now, guys, the overlays for both civilizations, and Vinchester is coming through the left side. He's going, he's going to the best area that he can go, to be honest, because if he's going to the berries, it's true that he doesn't know, so he's having some luck. Indeed, here he see the main goal now, and we see HEARTTT is going up 19 population. You can go up quicker probably with Gurjaras than this. I mean, this is fast, but we have seen 17, 18 population. And since he was pushing all the Ds, we maybe could expect a little bit faster. He see the mill and see the wood, and now is walling hard. House, palisade. He's expecting that. The militias.
Exactly. He's expecting, he's preparing for it. He already walled the mill. He might overeat a bit the berries there. There's like the chance for Vinchester to deal some damage, but he just went to hurt the house.
Yeah, but he could go around. It's still open, and the players are still just doing 2 militias just to hit the house only. You know, feels a little bit off here, but well.
force Hard to make a few walls. He's gonna force Hard to also repair that house. But still, I agree with you. I'd rather see some small trades versus the views that can totally change a game. That's what Wars needs.
Yeah, for now, you can see how he's on the way to feudalize now, Vinchester, with 22 villages. Obviously, if he's not doing damage to Vinchester, Vinchester will have a good economy with this uptime.
Yeah, for sure. He's going out for the gold. Feels like Vinchester wants to play archers.
Okay, he see the barrack, and now he's gonna do what? He's gonna go archer. If he's going archers, then he's fine. You have keep the he's not gonna have any problem here for Vinchester. He see the archery range, so the camel is coming. He has the two militia, still not wall, and he's going for the goal at the back. Expected, more than expected here. Yeah, don't want to take any battle with the camel. The camel's so tanky. Yeah, but he's taking a lot of damage in that scout that will be with more HP soon. And he's not gonna have more HP because he's gonna be dead. That's very nice, actually. Very nice. Okay, gonna go with the militias. No. And 3 on goal. He has 2 lumber camps. Still not walling anything. This is something that Vinchester always does. He's not walling, and his opponent is basically fully wall already.
Well, he's not in a hurry to wall, especially now that he knows that he's not gonna face the scout. Walling could also throw him off the momentum a bit, you know. Love the farms that he just started before reaching feudal age. Very smart. He had those farms with the horse collar already as soon as he could.
Yeah, good point. And he's doing the archery range. He will have some good economy. His economy is definitely good. The 2 militia is still there. And now with 1 archer, he's chasing the militia. It's not microing. Okay, now he's microing both players. Both are very fast APM. So let's see what we might see here. This is wall completely at the back. And the camel is just exploring to see what he's doing. And now Vinchester eats wall in. But the 2 militias are coming. No, it's going to be wall completely. And Hard with some idle villas there. Need to fix it. Some idle villas that he need to put back to work. All right, archers for both players, but Vinchester economy with Franks, with the horse collar for free. He has horse collar hard too, but you can see his food, man. If he's doing all the blast well. Yeah. The berries bonus, Frank's Echo is one of the smoothest civilizations to play, probably. Like, so good.
I agree.
Okay, 2 houses. He's still walling everything. He's gonna come with the archers, doing the blast bit. Definitely he need the blast bit too, but he's not doing. He has no wood yet, and he's walling. All right, he will have an old army to defend. I think it's gonna be tricky now. 4 archers coming, so and he's going away, and he's not walling. This can be terrible for Vinchester right now, like really terrible. Yeah.
He wants to be aggressive, but his defenses are not completely open. Hart has the camel that gives him away the information. He sees that there are like no archers over there, and he's walled. So it's not like he's gonna suffer from the enemy archers. The worst that could happen is those archers reaching like his berries or something, and he could just move the villagers off.
Well, he's doing the blast bit now, but his opponent has blast bit. The 4 archers can just kill Vinchester already. Vinchester always make these mistakes. Always. He's open. Now he's coming. 2 archers, a camel. He's gonna be with fletching. He has the skirmish. He's gonna start to lose villages. And I have seen this before many times. 2 villages down. 2 villages down. Probably 3. Maybe not, but as you can see, Vinchester, one more time, with the same issue than always. He never wall, his opponents are walling, and then he lose 2 villages. Even he sent those 2 archers that, honestly, what are they going to achieve, those 2 archers? Alone 2 archers?
He doesn't know that Hart is walled there, probably. He thinks he's open and wants to get him on the back, but Hart is just playing safe. He's solid, he's walled, and he's even transitioning to a stable now.
Yeah, he's doing the stable too. Vinchester, stable as well for Hart. It's gonna be walled, but look at the berries. Look at the 6 villages on berries, idle for a long time. Wow. Not walling, 6 villages idle berries. Definitely, Vinchester is not having his best tournament because this is many mistakes for a player of his caliber. And we're talking about the finalist of this tournament, the last edition, that he did. I mean, he won everyone, you know. I mean, he won 4-1 to Leary in Kingdom of the Desert 4. So, imagine. And this is definitely, look, those 6 villages on berries, idle for 2 minutes at least. That's huge, man. That's really huge, Mr. Stark.
That's terrible. And Hart just kept doing the archers. Vinchester was forced to react with skirmishers, and now Hart just immediately added the scout, so he can still have the momentum here. He can even win this game on feudal age if he gets like a good fight. He's killing the archers that were coming back, so the army difference is huge in his favor. If he wins this engage, he could even finish off the game on feudal.
Well, Vinchester will need definitely a tower in the goal. He's not gonna be able to defend this position. Probably he's doing the gate. He's gonna make another house. I don't know if he's gonna be in time. Let's see the micro. He's doing some houses. He's gonna make more scouts. Okay, and he has a fletching. He should do more upgrades. Vinchester. The truth is, Hart got 18 on foot, 4 on goal. His economy is just insane right now, and Vinchester need more farmers for sure, but. He's doing a bad micro now, Hart, and losing quite a lot of army here.
Yeah, that was a good defense. Camping on the hill, not underestimating the army of Hart, doing like more scouts. Vinchester's surely gonna delay a bit his uptime, so he needs to be aggressive now that he has made those scouts.
Yeah, and he's doing a lot more farms. Still, Frank's economy is solid, as you can see, guys. He's coming now with more army. He has the hill advantage. The scouts are there, but those scouts got already the forging. But no. This is a better army for Hart. He should be able to take this battle. It's true that the skirmishers are doing a good job, but no. He's taking a lot now. He's really taking a lot here. That upgrade for those scouts matters a lot, as you can see. And he's going back again with the hill, trying to do the job, but 2 scouts against no scouts at all. He's forcing him to make more, and look at now Hart. It's about to click up and forcing him to make a second archery range. Whoa. Well, the advantage is huge right now, Mr. Stark. Massive, I would say.
I agree. That was a great positioning from Hart. I feel like both players were able to win the small fights just by correctly placing their army on the hill. So the hill positioning on these maps that's full of hills is just very important, and Hart did a good job. He's completely walled, and he's even reinforcing now the left side. He just walled in the front of the exposed goal that he has, and he's going for the ranged unit. It's very similar to how Bards play.
Yeah, he has double archery range, and now, for example, if he did the market, he could be up already Vinchester too, but he's not doing the market. Remember that he hates the market, but let's be honest, you might hate something, but if it's needed, right, Stark? Like, it's worth it to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, he's gonna go up now. It's gonna be over a minute difference. Still, the game is not over. The advantage is definitely for Hart, but Vinchester now has 2 villages more. Obviously, he's behind with the uptime, so that's kind of fake. Both has the stone. Nobody used the market, and the timing and the momentum is for Hart for sure. Which is coming now with 2 scouts exploring all the map, as you can see. He needs more walls, in my opinion, Vinchester, because we'll need to hold against many crossbows, and the gates going to be down super fast. He's gonna make a tower when he see that his opponent is in castle is faster.
I don't know. There's a chance, especially since he has the palisade gate. I hate this building. It's so weak. It just falls down so fast. There's no time to react. He can, of course, try to do a foundation behind the gate, but no, you were right. There comes the tower.
Yeah,
okay,
you need to make it.
bad.
It's, as you mentioned, the gate is going down immediately, and now he need to make houses right away at the back. He's doing the job, and honestly, Vinchester is gonna have a good army if Hart is now not doing damage. Why? Because Vinchester has okay economy, will take the goal here now. The tower is obviously there, and so he should put 5 archers in the tower. And then with double stable and crossbows, I don't dislike that approach, obviously, with Frank. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, he has to do that, you know. The later the game gets, I feel like it's better for the Gurdjieff. So what he wants to do now is to pressure Hart using crossbows and knights. His crossbows won't be upgraded to arbalest, won't have tumbling, so the momentum that he has to use those crossbows is right now.
Yeah, well, he's doing crossbow, Botkin arrow. Heavy blow immediately upgraded because this civilization is what it is. Ooh, even ballistic. He's gonna go ballistic, okay. But he's not doing the knights. Okay, I mean, I like the ballistic approach here. How many archery ranges he got, Hart? 2 archery ranges, but he's doing already the second town center. It doesn't really matter. As you mentioned, I think Vinchester knows that he has to put the damn pressure, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
He
How
also
many
went for the
crossbows?
gold, so he wants to habilitate himself to to make more town centers here, not to get out-boomed. He might have changed his mind about the full aggression. Let's see if he will drop a TC or if he'll just keep like 1 TC and invest full into the crossbows and knights.
Well, he's doing wheelbarrow. He has all the arbors now. His economy is gonna be solid. He has ballistic too, because Hard is doing ballistic. Military and armor is almost the same. So the following 2-3 minutes is gonna be crucial here in this battle, because both are gonna have ballistic. Oh no! Aye. I know he has ballistic. He has ballistic just now. He can't go. He's trying to do the job now, but he has ballistic. He's dodging the arrows there. He's gonna lose now the knight. He need to wait. He has the heal advantage. Okay, but without ballistic, it's gonna be not pretty. Not really pretty. Ballistic is gonna be there now. Okay, now both are with the same situation. Let's see the dancing. Who's gonna dance better? Who danced better in the disco, Mr. Stark?
Well, I feel like Vinchester is feeling more confident. He was advancing even without ballistics, dodging the arrows. I feel like he was having more dance maneuvers than Hart over there, but Hart is just fighting close to his position. And if Vinchester just traded like all of his crossbows versus Hart, even if he come on top, he would still have to deal with the hiders from the Gurgers, right? So you do not want to just lose your archer numbers.
Yeah, he's still with the hill advantage there. It's still hard with a lot more villages, a lot more army. Vinchester is going for the second TC now, but he has to do something else. He's doing now Abras in the Knights. I think he knows that he has to do... Ooh, but Hart is coming with Siege. Okay, I don't think he needed it. I think this is a mistake in my opinion. I will go for a third TC. Don't know what you think.
He's playing safe. His gold is forward, so there's a risk of dropping like a 30C, losing a fight, and allowing Vinchester to sit on his gold. So instead of going already for the 30C, he's actually investing into siege because he sees like as a common ranged war. In ranged wars, it's very common that players try to make siege
Terrible
to keep
battle.
the fight distance. Exactly.
Terrible battle for Hart. Terrible battle for Hart. He lost a lot. And you can see how he was feeling more confident there. Vinchester, he lost a lot. Look at the army numbers. And now this is the problem. I mean, I'm telling that I don't like the siege workshop because if now he's going full knight and crossbows, then the Mongol is going to be useful. He's going to take it. The 30C is now happening for Vinchester, and Vinchester has now handcard. Handcard that early is going to also give some huge big bonus here. And now 22 army, 21 again. He's still doing more arches. Okay, he's patrolling here, not taking any risk, any of the players now. And where's the knight from Vinchester? At home, so he's not going. But I don't know. I don't think Vinchester is reading the game properly, because if you go for the later game, the longer the game goes, Gurjaris is going to be dangerous to deal with.
But still, he's in a solid position. There's still plenty of game to go. One big battle can just change everything that we are seeing here.
Okay.
Hiding like 4 camos. So Vinchester is hiding his knights, while at the same moment Hart is also hiding camos. So much mind games here, just trading with the crossbows and the ranged units, while both hiding their true units there.
Yeah, it's true that those camos are definitely not so strong. They have no bloodlines, only +1 attack. He's gonna make another stable. I don't think he needs another stable, actually. He's not doing nice from the other 2 stables he has. Why do you need another stable? It's a random building, in my opinion, right now. Like
setting up the game to go like full castle age. He's just showing us what he's gonna do.
Yeah, well, he has to do it, in my opinion. He has to do it, and now Billy is different. He's getting closer. He's getting closer there. He's 13. He's not increasing. Also having the hand card, chambered in armor, and Vinchester is gonna go full army in castle age. It's what it looks. Okay. Crow's on the left. He's gonna have some here. He's now trying to explore a little bit. He has to be careful with the monks. There's only 1 monk, by the way, but those archers and Mongol is gonna make some damage here. Vinchester is still not attacking, doing the market. He's coming. He's gonna see the Mongol. No, he has no tone watch even. So those villages on the stone are going to be bye-bye. Let's see reaction by Vinch. He's gonna be able to react. Oh, he react, man. Very fast. He still took 2, even with the hand card and dodging. You know, he still took 2 of those villages. But now Vinchester is going with the crossbow. Where's the knight? How many knights he got? Only 5. Economy for Hart looking very solid. 29 farmers. 29 farmers, that's a lot, but I believe that with these crossbows and these knights, he might be able to clean all this army. Vinchester? He has no camels there, so might clean everything.
Hart just got baited into fight there. I think he just did the same thing that Margugo did with the archers. She went way too far. He could have just
Okay.
controlled the middle of the map.
And
Still,
those
nice
knights
fight,
are
right?
not attacking properly. Let's see now that Mangle is gonna help, but the crossbows here. Oh my god, terrible battle by Vinchester. He should clean
agree.
a lot more, and he didn't take anything. He's losing all. He's definitely losing all. What a terrible battle by Vinchester. Army from Heart 38, Army 17, population 130, 94. This game is over, Mr. Stark. He can't do anything in this situation. I don't know what you think.
It's a terrible situation. I think that he expected, and as we did as well, for him to win this fight, having those +2 knights, investing so much into the knights, for them just to die into regular crossbows, it's bad, man. I know that those crossbowmen are being very well managed by Heart. He does have the armor, but still.
Now he's killing a lot more. Look at that now. Now with 2 knights, you know, he's now killing all the crossbows. Or almost all them. As you can see. What the hell?
Exactly. Fast.
Yeah. Yeah, but Hart is on the way to Imperial. He's been never attacked at home. Yeah.
Both players were ragging on the stone. They're just dropping off defensive castles. Vinchester did some good reading of the game. He's already dropping off barracks, you know. He knows what's to come. But then once again, there comes the Conquerors, you know. And I feel like they just are very strong with the chakran option as well.
Nah,
There's
I
no
mean,
ranged units for the Franks. This is bad.
when Vinchester has attacked Hart.
Dark Age with the 2 militias attacking the house.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago, right? So, Gujaras has been booming the whole game, not being touched. He's fully wall. Well, not fully wall, you know, but there's a monk here. He's gonna take the monk. He's coming with the camels. He deleted one of those knights, but was the wrong one. Okay. Still, he killed the camel, and now he's doing pikes. He's doing army. He's gonna get... Man, it's still open here, which is not even walling on this area. Vinchester has 42 farmers. Okay, 23 villages on call. But he's not up to Imperial yet. Well, his opponent is about to be there.
Exactly. His opponent's up to Imperial Age. He's doing chakran. He's upgrading the camels. His Heart has also a very good map control, especially regarding the extra resources. He always takes the extra resources faster, so he's already with a TC on the extra gold. There's also this 3rd gold of Vinchester, which is in the front of his base. He's even trying to advance there, drop another castle, but his 3rd gold will surely be exposed to Heart, so he'll have less gold, while Heart is also collecting more, going already for the extras. The position is way more solid.
It's been now Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas 25% cheaper in terms of food. Okay, let's see now. Military numbers is still ahead for Heart. Not that huge difference, but he's doing already Chatran Throwers. Now he's on the way to Imperial Vinchester, but he's behind in village number, behind in military, and most important, behind in time and momentum. This castle is gonna be up, so he cannot make the castle there. They're hard. He need to go back, and it's so difficult position. Like, what army you do here? He has no
Exactly.
goal, basically. Like, so complicated.
He's not collecting gold, enough gold, you see. So he's gonna fall behind. Even if he had an equal economical situation as Heart, he would still have some issues regarding the unit choices, the unit composition. Now this get even more evident because Heart is about to upgrade his units. He already has a group of chakrans, so those spikes are not going to be the solution. I don't know how Vinchester plans to turn this game.
Yeah, are you a little bit farther from the microphone? I hear you a little more far right now, Mr. Stark. Listen now. Camels, Chatran Throwers, gotta be careful here. Population for Heart is super strong, but here he's not even walled, that's the thing. Now he's raiding a little bit in the south, but with few knights only. I'm trying to see a world that he can come back, because Vinchester has done some crazy comeback in tournaments, but this will be a very, very crazy one. Well, he's doing pikes. Okay, pikes might be fine against the camels, but pikes with some upgrades. And right now, it's looks so terrible right now, the game for Vinchester. He's doing another castle, three castles already in this area. The problem is that he has also had 3 relics. He's raiding constantly, taking already 14 villages, and I don't know, he's selling a lot. But to get what? Halberdiers. All right, well, the halves are fine, but if he's doing unique units, he will kill them.
Exactly. I'm trying to think about what Vinchester's thinking. There is a way of dealing with the Gurders here. If you take down the castles, then they won't be able to make their unique units, you know. And Hart just went for very forward castles. So Vinchester could try to win like a trap war, deny the Chakran, transition to Hart, and then play like Halb and Cavaliers. The problem, once again, is the momentum. He should be the one sieging Hart's castle and not the opposite. So Hart is just in a very comfortable position. He knows that he's winning the trap fight. All that he needs to do is to keep killing one castle after another. He already has enough number of trebuchets, so just adding the Chakra now seems completely fine.
Well, but now he has the trap, which is gonna try to attack to the castle. I think he was just trying to get time to get those traps. The halberdiers are already there, and Halbs, let's be honest, Halbs eat the camels, so you will need the unique units. He also doing hand cannoneers. He is still definitely in a much better position. Hard population ahead as well. 120 villages when you have hand cut and crop rotation is already definitely a good economy for Franks. But let's see this battle, because Halbs is not a node right now with those unique units. But if you take the castles, as you mentioned, you have to be careful. And he's doing chemistry. I wouldn't mind to see halberdiers and hand cannoneers with Franks.
Well, it's a great comp. It's the best range you can afford, right? Once you are in Pure Age, apart from the X-Men. So it's a good comp. I think that the Halbs can deal with the Camels. The Chakrans are still in game, but in a lower number, and Hart's playing very safe, man.
Yeah, he's playing very
like
safe. The
Hearts
castle is gonna be down. Now he's gonna take those camels. Probably not, because the unique units are killing the halberdiers. He need to go back a little bit. Vinchester, he's really at the limit. Chemistry is gonna be back here. Now he's doing elite Chatran throwers. I mean, if you play against Card and you never pressure him at all in the whole game, he's gonna feel so comfortable. It's so good game for his civilization. You know, like
his macro and map counter is just great. You know, you cannot give time to a player like him.
Exactly. Well, the castle is gonna be down, and Vinchester is just delaying the call it, because I mean, I don't know. Well, it's 129 villages. Okay. Doing now the halberdiers plus 4. It's true that you can make halves forever with 65 and 37 on wood. Halves are cheap, so you can. The problem is not the halves and not the camels. GG call. Hart won the first game clearly because his civilization was smooth for this one, and because Vinchester fall from behind.
Exactly.
You know, from behind, from the start, sorry.
Solid decisions.
Yeah.
He had solid decisions, a solid choice of units, a good archer composition in the beginning, pressuring Vinchester. Vinchester just left his base completely open and tried to go for a raid, and he didn't even know if the opponent was walled or not. So he took some unnecessary risks, you know. Risks are being rewarded in some series, but justifiable risks. He just took way too much risks. He got a bit... that fight was terrible versus the crossbows, but to be honest, even if he won that fight, he could have the momentum to attack, but Hart was already dropping the castles, making camels. So I don't know if just that fight would be enough to change the tide of the game, you know.
Yeah, it will be definitely completely difficult. But let's see now what is gonna be the next one. Okay. And what civilization do you think they're gonna pick now?
To be honest, I feel like Vinchester should use the ones that he feels more comfortable. He lost one game, it's the first of the series, it can be a long series. His enemy has like Mongols, Japanese, Malay. I feel like if he took the Britons as the second pick, he could try to use them. They are very solid. Of course, he can have some bad matchups, for example, versus Byzantines, but that's still manageable. Aztecs are also very solid one. Lithuanians, it was of course his last pick, but also strong. I feel like any civilization he gets right now can be countered, but can also give him some great games. He should just go for the one that he feels more comfortable with.
Well, I can tell you that the next match is Mongols Heart versus Vietnam. This is very interesting, because now both can't really lame each other. Mongols because of the LOS with his scout, and Vietnam because you know where the TC is. So that's gonna be very nice. But which one do you prefer here?
Honestly, I like more the Vietnamese. There's one thing that I dislike about the Mongols, that their units can be countered, and they are very dependent on that step lancer and that early game momentum. For example, imagine if Vinchester is able to I don't know, to lame him, to deny that, to make the game to get more messy during Castle Age. Then the Mongols start losing their momentum, and even if they are aiming to play with like the Mango dice, that's a very difficult transition. It requires a lot of time to be able to do that, a lot of advantage as well. So most of the times, if the Mongols don't solve the early game, they ended up suffering the mid one. So the mid game can be very difficult.
Okay, so let's see what it's gonna be, because in 10 seconds they are going to start. Vinchester, Vietnam, hard with the Mongols. Ooh, this is gonna be very interesting right now. Very, very interesting. And let's see. Let's see, because the pressure is there for both players, for sure. But now even more for Vinchester, because Vinchester is 1-0 behind. But still, as you say, oh, this is very good for Vinchester. And I'm gonna tell you why. Look how close they are, and you have Vietnam, so you know where he is. And if HEARTTT is trying to go lame, he will try to go probably the opposite side of the map. I don't know if you agree. Look at this generation. They're so close.
This is great, especially if you are planning to go for like ranged units and not scouts, and not cavalry. The closer you are, the better, you know.
Yeah, man.
For push
Well,
as
let's
well.
see. Let's see, because they are so damn close. You know, obviously for Mongols it's also good, don't take me wrong, but I'm talking about the lame, the potential lame. Let's see what HEARTTT is going to do. Because in theory, if you are in this position, he might try to check this area, right in front, literally in front, not in this area. That is exactly where his opponent is. For now, Vinchester is pushing the deers. But what do you think about pushing deers before you even take your own ships?
It's a risky. It's risky, you know. It's risky. He not taking the ships also risky. You can get counter lamed. He's probably assuming that HEARTTT is just gonna be focused on the luring to boost up the Mongol up times as well. So he won't come and lame him. You know. He's probably making that assumption to go for this risk. Exactly.
And he's right.
But it's a risk. It's a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk, because he didn't explore the ships on the left. Didn't explore the ships on the right. Didn't explore anything, to be honest. So it's missing 400 fruit from the ships. Let's see if he's gonna find it now. Okay. And yeah, well, he's exploring now. He took one deer, right? And let's see. Oh,
And
now he can take.
HEARTTT as well.
Yeah,
HEARTTT
but
didn't
he's.
took the forward ship, and he knew about them. You know.
Oh, that's even worse, probably, because Vinchester is now finding the others. He doesn't know about the other four. Okay. He has the behind the woodland. All right. Well, and in this case, the longer the game goes, which one civilization you prefer here?
I would still stick with the Vietnamese. I feel like Mongols are great if they get their final composition, but the Vietnamese can just win the mid game, as I said. The early Imperial Age is just great. They also have some weapons to deal with the Mangudai in case they need, like the Imperial Age skirmishers, not a meme unit, a good one. The Rattans are just great as well.
Yeah, having Bombardianos, if the game is close, also in Trebuchet War can be a great addition too.
Exactly.
It feels like the
Can
Mongols.
deny the Mongol.
Yeah, the Mongols, you need to be super ahead, or well, the game is going, I don't know, for the super late game, and you are able to get the resources and all, you know. I don't know. I think the Mongols are a tricky choice. Not that it's a bad one for sure, but a tricky one. Yeah. Anyway, he's gonna take now the ships. Now he has all the ships, as you can see. And Vinchester map. Well, he already walled the woodline properly. So if he's coming with some militias now, those will go directly into the TC. The berries are at the back. Goal is at the back. I don't like his map, but it's open map. So he will have to take some decisions, Mr. Stark.
It's a good map. His resources, especially the gold and berries, are also close to the town center. This pre-wall on the wood is great, especially because one of the strategies that's possible for the Mongol is the man-at-arm at population 18, which of course HEARTTT's not going for since he added a mill. But still, he's doing some precautions. Two of the best openings from the Mongols are the man-at-arms and the scouts, so having some good walls on the beginning, it's great to stop those. I would honestly have enjoyed more if Vinchester was a bit more aggressive, like taking risks with his scouts, try to lame the opponent, take off the boars. I feel like if you just allow the Mongol to have a perfect arcade, like the one from HEARTTT, like taking the ships, luring everything, you're just allowing him to set up his best game.
Yeah, he's even going up 18 population without the loom. Like, There's no aggression, there's no militias, there's no scout around. And now he's going to find his opponent. He can see the goal, of course. And he might notice how he's even going up without the loom. Vinchester is going up 20 population, but still, I think it's very good for Vinchester, this location. Because the Mongols don't think he's going to find him soon.
Exactly. Heart's even going towards the other side. Vinchester has a very solid spot here, knowing, of course, about his opponent's location, about his main gold position, being closer to your opponent when he's probably planning to go for stable units is also good because you can counterattack faster with the archers. I feel like Vinchester is in a okay position, even finishing his walls in the wood. I like this pattern of walls versus melee units.
As you can see where Heart is going. Heart is going exactly to the damn hell. He's not going anywhere.
The desert.
Yeah, to the desert.
Desert.
King of the desert is now Heart. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah. Well, he's gonna find it now.
Did you
But
pay
now-
him to promote the tournament?
Yeah. Definitely he's promoting the desert. But he's now going to go to the left because he doesn't know, he has no clue where to go. And Vinchester is gonna do now what? Because with these resources, I believe double with ass and horse collar is a must. Now he's going even more desert, right? Yeah. I mean, one thing that you have to know, when you see those camels that where Heart is, you know that your TC is not close. This is part of the map, the script, you know? When you see those wild camels, they are not close usually to the town centers, you know? They are a trezzo, you know? So, stable
Interesting
for
choice.
both players. Okay. Heart is now here. And both going to scouts. Well, but now this will be okay for Vinchester because he's kind of stopped the early boost from the Mongols. He has now a spear, he has the scouts, he has also 4 farmers. Well, 4 farmers as well. It's pretty much the same. And Heart is starting to wall. Okay. But he has 1 spear, and he's not walling. But this is the difference, you know? He's full open on the berries. Well, look at Heart. He's fully walled the berries. Why he's not walling? You know, you always take the risk here that he's coming and you
Play
lose some
safe.
villas. Yeah.
Heart's playing safe. He's already walling a big part of his map. He now realized how close he is, so he must think about defending. I was expecting, honestly, Vinchester to perhaps open an archer range, considering how close he was to Heart, you know?
Yeah, but he's going to scouts. And now, 1 Valir down. No. Okay. He should go back with that Valir. The scouts are coming. There is 2 spears. He should be fine. He's using the army. And now, doing the house is coming. Well, both are doing the same. I mean, it's one of the few games with the scout and spears. We don't see that a lot in the tournament.
For sure we don't.
Okay. But
Heart's
this
already
coming.
positioning.
Transition to what? Oh, RT range already. Okay.
Archer range. Scout and archers.
He's also mining gold, while Vinchester, 2 spears here. Oh, another spear, and they're gonna try to attack now. Let's see, because Heart is walled completely. Not yet, but it's gonna be soon.
Can find some kills if
Yeah, he's not yet open. I think he should make a house here. He could commit. And his wall is going around with the scouts. Both are trying to attack each other. This one is still trying to wall, but is still unprotected. He's going now for the goal. And he's really not going to do any archery range. This can be a problem. He's still doing more scouts. And 1 village down. I think at the end, Vinchester will lose villages eventually. Because he's fully open. And not paying attention. Oh, he lost some HP here. He also lost some HP as well, Vinchester, on hard base. And Heart is already coming with an archer. And then, what is going to be the
archer.
reaction from Vinchester?
he might be forced to fight that or idle lots of his eco. That's bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't know
He's-
about the archer yet. It's going to be a surprise. That's even the worst part.
Now he see it. Now he see it, but he's on the goal already. And there is no defense also for for Hard, but he's chasing the scout. Oh my god. Now he's starting to lose. One village down, two villages down. Already a disaster for Vinchester, which is normal. I mean, he's fully open. He's not having any defense. And as you can see, the scouts are coming. He's gonna make a house here. No, he's failing in every single moment. And Vinchester is starting to die. Is starting to die, losing so many. You can see the scouts and Hart with a safer approach, but, well, much better for sure. He has more army. He has 4 villages more now. He lost 4 villages. This would be the game.
Yeah, that's terrible. He was probably expecting to just trade evenly with the Mongol and then switch into the crossbows. That his crossbows would probably be better since the extra HP and so on. But losing all these views totally changed the game. Now he has to be even more aggressive. He is behind the Mongol. Hart can just keep adding units. Maybe later transition to Castle Age units faster than Vinchester. He's in a bad spot.
I mean, losing 4 villages like this is... I mean, these are decided in an $80,000 prize pool tournament. You cannot lose 4 villages like this. Mr. Stark is just terrible. He did now forging +1. Now he's doing the blast beats. You can see how hard. What is this battle? What is this battle? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me, man? What is happening to Vinchester, the current runner-up of the tournament? He's just doing disaster decisions, playing so poor. I'm sorry to say because, well, people know that I love him, but if he play bad, he play bad. And Hart is in a total domination mode activated. Well, play normal with the scout, with the archers. How many scouts he has lost there?
A lot.
Wow. Okay.
Way more than he could afford. He was probably so eager to counterattack because he lost the views. He was feeling like, oh man, I need to get a fight here. I need to win right now. But Hart just played safe and had like 3 spearmen. Oh, this hole. Terrible.
I'm not gonna play the Titanic, but I should. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, he's gonna make he has the fletching. 15 army, 8 army, archers. Going to be... Yeah, he has not a lot of army here. He cannot defend. I mean, all is going wrong, Mr. Stark. Everything is going wrong. Or not.
Yes, everything is just going wrong from Vinchester. This game is being a lot sloppy here. Despite having the forging, he didn't benefit from that. Hart did a fast transition here. That one archer and the spearman forward just played a big part. He was able to get like 4 views. Now he's... going aggressive over Vinchester. Vinchester even dropped like a second stable, while Hart is just dropping more archer ranges and has all of his eco safe.
Yeah, well, when you are
trading like that.
Yeah. When you are Vietnam, you also want to go more like range units as you were talking. They are stronger, they have more HP, and then you have double stable in feudal age. Obviously, he's not gonna do any more army, I think. Now Vinchester maybe use few archers, gonna rewall and try to go up. But how you gonna go up? You have 0 resources. No, he's doing full feudal because he feel that I have no choice. I need to commit now, need to go full feudal aggression and try to kill Hart, who is already about to be completely walled. So, oh boy.
Exactly, that's difficult. Hart's already clicked it up to Castle Age. He's setting up his economy, doing more walls, doing new lumber camps, doing also the archer defense here, the padded archer defense, padded archer armor. Really not a situation, not a spot that you want to be in as Vinchester.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 houses, wall in there, and he's going to go back, scout, spears, and... Got to be careful there.
Hart's second lumber camp is not the best one, right? He's just getting a very small, very thin wood line there. But Vinchester is not punishing him for that.
Yeah, it is so difficult. It's not even close to go up. He's gonna go crops. I think he's gonna give up. I mean, he's doing the bloodlines now, okay, but he's walling. I mean, if he's getting inside, then maybe he can do something. But those crossbows at home, are they gonna dominate, or with the scouts you can clean it? Oh, it's a pause.
Mouse.
Good pause now. You know, good pause. Aye. Okay.
Dramatic one.
Yeah, dramatic one here. Now he's in Castle Age and He's doing the crossbows. He's getting inside, but he can't now do the job here. He's walled completely. He's gonna be able to break. If he break, he can kill something. No. He need to send the scouts home. And with the scouts fully upgraded, maybe he can clean those archers. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it's possible. It's like a must, you know. He needs to buy himself more time to survive until Castle Age. So getting off his feudal age army, once Hart is committed to joining his base by killing that palisade, it's possible to kill them.
Yeah, he might kill them.
Spot.
Yeah. He might kill them. He has all the upgrades for those scouts, and he has 4 archers behind this. So even if you go to that small spot with the wood, the archers will do the job as well and will help. And if he kill the archers, the scout will kill the crossbows, I believe. I don't know if he will delete even the house, probably. Nah, he's fine. He's gonna clean all this. Whoa. Okay. That's very interesting here. He cleaned all, and now he's having a good economy. Vinchester still have 3 villages more. He has willpower now, and crazy farming. So he's about to go up to Castle, and now Hart can't really do too much against this army for now, because he lost the numbers. The lances are coming, but Vinchester's wall all the map. Okay. He's up to Castle. Oh my god, how he's still in the game.
Well, his decision is paying off, you know, the full feudal approach there with the scouts, seizing off the map control. He's even gonna get the crossbows.
Yeah, might kill them, might kill those, and this is very good. And now just look, he has a good economy, he has wheelbarrow, he has already 1 player more still than Hart. Obviously, he's gonna be behind in a moment because he's doing the second town center. He killed the lancer with the scouts, taking the crossbows. Okay, so what is now the following here? Full knights, or what you do?
Well, he's adding the archers. There's a problem in going full knights. First one, he cannot raid. Hart's walled.
Yeah.
And the second, Hart can also add monks to counter that, together with a few camels. So I feel like he should transition into the ranged units, but keep up with the 1 TC and full aggro here.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I'm telling the knights because he has 1 archer in range. Like, you need at least. I need 2, right? So I don't know.
I agree.
Like. It's too little now. He need more. Army numbers cards is still with 14-8. He has to be careful that he's not doing a second archery range, and he has resources. A lot of food, 700 food, some gold, but he's still not up yet to the next age. 40 seconds. Oh man, those scouts. He's killing villages too hard with the scouts.
Yeah.
He's killing villages. Okay.
Yes, that's good. He has a great offense, but his defense is lacking a bit right now. He's suffering lots there.
Yeah, he has to be careful. Those lances are coming. The crows are going to be there too. Let's see, because he's going to be able to make a town center, but he should wall it a little bit more. Those, they have the mobility. He's going to be in castle. Now he's going to make the TC, but the timing, the momentum is definitely for Hart. Let's see if he's going to be able to do the job. Crossbow, Bodkin arrow, the scout is still coming. The lances don't have a single upgrade. That's why the lances are dying. They don't have any upgrades, as you can see. Oh my god. Let's see what he's going to be able to do it. Please, time out Leary. Time out Leary right now. I want a mod that time out Leary right now for 10 minutes. Thank you. Can time out for 1 hour if you want. Nice. Nice. And now 10 minutes more. Let's go. Leary to the damn hell. And now look at those crossbows and the knights. Okay. He's going to be able to do the job or not? Yeah, well, as you can see, it's crazy, but he's staying in the game, Stark.
Surviving, man. Barely surviving, but he's surviving.
Okay, now ban Naomi. Ban Naomi. Time out, no. Ban her for the channel, please. Let's see now the crossbows. Let's see now the crossbows. He's gonna go back. Okay, and we have now the step lances and the crossbows. Be careful with the archers. And, well... He's 2-tone center. Still going very aggressive hard, but... He's holding, and the archers are better for Vietnam. Vinchester is, I mean, not okay, but he has wheelbarrow. His opponent doesn't have wheelbarrow, so he can do the job or not. Oh my god, look at the lances now on the goal.
It's a game that it's possible to make a comeback. He's surely behind, but it's not like a total lost game. There are still possibilities here.
Okay, let's see now. 60 population, 80 population. Town center on the goal.
But once again, his defense is still suffering lots, man. Hart is just walking to his base.
And that TC on that goal on the right, Yeah, I'm okay with that one. The main goal is suffering here. Heart. The good thing that Heart is doing is that he's constantly being aggressive. You know, constantly being aggressive. Okay, you gotta be careful.
Heart's already camping the secondary gold, you see.
Yeah. And he has Zero Village on goal now. Zero Village on goal, doing ballistic. Oh, the timing with that TC, it was just perfect now. He's only 9 villages behind. Like, only 9 villages behind with all this happen? What the hell? That's...
Hand
I
card
don't
once
know.
again for Vinchester.
Hand card already?
Yep,
Okay.
hand card. Cheaper hand
how's-
card.
Check the score. How is it possible that this game is still like this? I don't
Hand card,
understand.
man. Hand card
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, well, hand card, you are saving 200 wood, you know, so pretty crazy, man.
Heart has ballistics now, and that might make things a bit difficult to trade versus his crossbows.
Yeah, well,
Vinchester's
let's see the
just
crossbows here.
on point.
You have to be careful with the knights. Those knights, he's not controlling the units. The problem is that he's still not attacking, but all this aggression he's having is doing that Heart is not having the best macro. You can see that 3 minutes idle TC. With all this aggression, Vinchester 1 minute idle tone center. 1 minute. The hell? And efficiency for Heart, 55%. Vinchester 65%. Why his efficiency is lower? Well, because with all this aggression, probably he's not controlling the macro as well as he should. What do you think, Mr. Stark? Because,
I agree.
boy.
Defender
thinking
usually
Seko.
has the better macro.
Yeah, and you can see now the knights and crossbows. He's gonna kill those. Those knights are +1/+1. The crossbows are gonna be able to probably kill those lancers. And ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable game. 4 villains different only. And now I will say that with the hand card, if he's able to kill this army, Vinchester probably it's okay with his economy. You know, like even probably better economy. The problem is that he's not having gold, and ballistic is doing the job. Stark. Ballistic is doing the job for Heart. Sick.
Vinchester's getting, he's suffering loss here, man. He's getting pushed on the front. He's trying to
Yeah,
collect
man.
wood where Heart is about to drop mangonels. Only now he's being able to deal with those crossbows on the back. But he's having so much trouble here to habilitate himself in the game.
Yeah, because he's not taking any goal now. He's still pushing. The good thing that Heart is doing great right now. He's non-stop attacking. Non-stop attacking. He is still
great.
killing now villages on the right, as you can see. He could now mine gold. The main goal is back. Now he's gonna kill few villages. He delete the lumbercamp. How many villages? He's taking so many villages here now. Now the distance finally increased. Okay. And with the hill advantage here with the mangonel, he's gonna be deadly. He's definitely gonna be deadly. Thambrin or... Why Thambrin for Vinchester? He has 4 archers. Okay, well...
He upgraded crossbows with only 4 as well. That's what he got right now.
Yeah, that's true. Uh-oh, another village down. Doing the mining camp is still going. No ballistic. Handcard now goes out mining. Husbandry as well. Doing all the upgrades. Well, I mean, VCT is unable to raid. Now he's raiding hard. Okay, he reacts very fast too. And he's still gonna take some villages there. He has to be careful because Mongo's economy, as we have said many times, it's not the best echo. No bonus at all. But well, when you have now already handcard, goes out mining, heavy plow, bozo, oof. You know, oof.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
huge. That's huge.
Yeah,
Heart
really
is
huge.
in a good place. It's mostly safe for most of the game. He has 2 back golds, so pushing him back and punishing him after you even if Vinchester takes this attack off and he's trying to punish a Mongol that has all his resources at the back, it's quite difficult, you know.
It is definitely difficult. You can see how he is still trying. He is defending this area. Obviously, how many knights he got? 3 knights, doing 3 more knights. He's gonna try to clean this area. The lances is still very weak. It's the only thing that is not going well for Heart. Because now if he's sending few knights with the +2, he might clean this army in front. He really might clean. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it's what he's considering here. Heart is starting to upgrade the cavalry unit. He's adding more stables, so he knows that the castle age is going to be extended here. But he's in good shoes.
But that TC, you need to go. Let's see the villains down. He's gonna be down. This can be the game. Let's see if Vinchester is not able to clean this. It's gonna be impossible. How many knights he got? 7 knights, fully upgraded. Yes, +2, +1 with the bloodlines. And now with the 3 mangonels, with the lances and the crossbows, Vinchester is going. He's gonna be trying to make the last attempt to be back in this game. He's 15 villains behind, but now the timing, the momentum is for Vinchester. With those knights, he's gonna kill all the mangonels. We will see. He got crossbows with upgrade. Bada boom! Again for Heart. It's impossible. Heart is sending army all the time. And the micro here by Vinchester is off. He's losing all the crossbows. Imagine if he didn't lose these crossbows, because the knights are cleaning all.
Yeah, but he needed the crossbows alive to counterattack,
Yeah.
right?
To kill
He
now.
relieved some of the pressure, but he needs to counterattack.
Well, he's wasting quite a lot of army here. The knights are better than the lancers, even more with these upgrades. But he's having more. No. He's killing quite a lot. Look at the numbers now. 97, 109 army numbers here now is still dropping. And if he got those sergeants alive, he could be doing the job. 35 farmers, 25 on gold. Not a lot of less on wood. Look at that. He's moving now at the back because he lost everything. And now he's still doing lancers. Why is he still doing lancers? Is lancers the best way to go now?
It's his best unit. Yeah, he cannot upgrade camos. You don't want to go for the camos. Lancers are still fine. Hart is trying to make a castle now. If he makes that castle, he's gonna be fine, and he can even deny the 3rd gold of Vinchester.
Okay. The crows are there. There's the knights here. The lance is still not fully upgraded. +1. Definitely not the best micro here by Vinchester one more time. He need to go back, but now with the crows he's doing fine. He need to kill the monk. It's still, look at the population. It's still there, man. Like, I don't know, man. And resources. 1,200 food for Vinchester. I don't know how, but he has a lot of food here. He could sell some. And unbelievable game. Unbelievable game. Military numbers. Almost nothing now. Vinchester getting the lead with the military. Those knights +2. This is incredible. I mean, how he's still in this game. Stark.
Very resilient player, right? Very resilient. He was in a very tough spot, but he's coming back. He's trying to do it. He has enough resources to click up.
He's going imp. He's going imp faster. And then
I cannot
Cavaliers.
believe that.
I mean,
Well,
seriously?
Arbalest. I would go for Arbalest.
Yeah. But I'm telling this because he has nothing, you know. And this is a second castle on his face. He can't go up to Imperial because he has 0 military buildings, Mr. Stark. 0. My
He
goodness.
needs the buildings. He's doing now the university.
Man. Unbelievable. 0 buildings. Okay.
That's bad.
Eh,
And the
Stark,
mech control is just huge. for
check
Hart.
the goal on the left. There's a relic. He cannot see the goal. And he has a goal on the left. On the left of his university, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. Unbelievable. And now Hart is coming. His opponent is still 1,400 food, 1,200 gold. He's killing these armies, killing the Mongol. The castle is gonna be there. He's on the way to Imperial now. He's up to Imperial. 111 villages, but crazy. Thank you guys for the subs. Let's go. You know, but what happened in this game? What really happened in this game? He's gonna go Arbalest now, but Hart to have an untouched economy. He should go up to Imperial now with stone to make 2 more castles. Look at the castle he's trying to do here. But ooh, Hart missed it. Hart missed it. He's going to the other spot. Okay. It's gonna be so difficult to come back, even if he's up to Imperial faster. But well, Vietnam has some tools. You say that in the start, Mr. Stark. What do you think?
I would never bet that Vinchester was the one to go in faster, considering how the game was going. But he's just doing some excellent trades here. I feel like the unupgraded step lancers from Hart were not enough to finish off the game, but he just set up a very good macro. As you said yourself, he has like enough stone for 2 more castles, so he's in a very comfortable position. He's gonna be able to make the transition that Mongols need here into Elite Mangudai. He has all the best units. He's still in a better spot.
Yeah, but there's one thing that happened here. Remember that we don't mention too much. Vietnam got conscription for free, so right away you can make army faster as well. He's finding more goal on the map. He need to find that goal on the left. He's crazy. He's not taking the rally. If he take the rally here, he might see another goal on the left. And we will see, because we won't close series. This was looking the 2-0. I can't believe it still that it's not the 2-0 yet. So let's see if HEARTTT is going to be able to close the game. Because the Imperial Age is going to be like, what the hell? How this guy is in Imperial, right? How this guy is in Imperial. And, well, he's doing some archers. What to do? He's going rat and archers. And now he's gonna find the goal on the left because he's sending a monk, but he's getting ready, man. HEARTTT has 175 population. He's coming now with those lancers, but with the +3, you don't want to go against the town centers because those lancers will die. Even with chemistry now.
He's just denying the gold. I feel like HEARTTT feels like his winning condition here is just to stop those goats and mess up his army to the best of it. Like upgrading the step lancers, going for the elite mango dice. That's what he needs to do.
Well, Vinchester is mining one valley on gold because he still didn't find the goal on the left. He has no map control. Now he see the goal. He's taking the rally and see the goal at the back. How important is the exploration, Mr. Stark? So important, man.
Very important.
It's huge, man. It's crucial. Yeah, still have crazy resources. He's now going to take the knight, but he's finding the goal at the back. He might if he could take that goal for long ago. And now HEARTTT, Hussars, as you mentioned, Mago Dice. This is definitely the combination that you never see with the Mongols. But with how this game has been, he's just doing all the best units that Mongols can provide.
Exactly. He's on his final composition, the death ball composition. He's exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, 180 population, 147. He's gonna take the town center, his lancers, his hussars. Mago Dice is not doing yet the Mago Dice, but he might do it at some point. Siege Workshop, he could do bomber cannons too. Vinchester, but he's getting ready. This is almost impossible now. I mean, he keeps some good population, but how do you stop now the Mongols?
He calls it.
GG.
Yeah, he lost the momentum.
GG. GG. Well, it's crazy. It's crazy. APM, as you can see, very, very high, but so difficult, guys. So difficult series for sure for Vinchester, because HEARTTT is playing very, very strong. And let's be honest, many mistakes by Vinchester, Mr. Stark, or not?
Many mistakes. His early game was terrible. I didn't understood at all of his strategies in the beginning. He took some bad trades. I feel like he was off the game on Feudal Age already, but he managed to come back to get some good trades with the Feudal versus Castle Age units. Defended some very, very difficult situation. Put himself back on the game, but not with the timing that he needed, He still had some chance in the middle of the game, but as game kept growing up and kept advancing, the advantage was just growing more and more for HEARTTT. So Vinchester showed that it's possible. He can play at the same level, he can win the matchups, but he just got so behind the beginning.
Really complicated game, really complicated series, really complicated series, and we're going to see game number 3. Well, it's about to start. Let's see if I have time to show you something. If you want to see the magic of what we are doing. No, because it's starting. No time to do it. No time to do it. But I will do it after this game, and I will show you. Well, I will show you the behind the scenes for the setup, because you want to know how we are doing the cameras with the 2 minutes delay and many things. And I will show you after this series. But remember, guys, that tomorrow we have this. We continue it till the next Sunday. Tatot Sebastian, Mr. Yo Doubt, already round of 16. And we are over 6,000 viewers only in this channel, Mr. Stark. And this is not even round of 16, not even the single elimination. So this is looking good, Mr. Stark.
This is truly good, looking great, man. Just great series, and they are getting better and better. So
let's go.
Very good.
Let's go. Okay, let's see now. Britons and Malay.
Malay was HEARTTT's first pick, so he probably thinks that this is one of his best civs. But Britons were the second choice of Vinchester. He just picked like Aztecs and Britons, so he's very confident on those civs. The draft is getting smaller. I feel like Britons are a great civ to play versus Malay. You have the extra ranged archers. You can just keep the Malay off with the distance. You also have a solid early game as well as Britons. They can compete. I feel like both civilizations can kill each other here. No big civil win, nothing like that. Let's see what Vinchester is gonna bring us with the Britons. I'm expecting some. I wanted to see some different approach, like he showed us on the previous set versus Nico when he went for like double ranges Vietnamese. I truly would like to see something like that.
Yeah, well, he has been too. I mean, he was 2-0 behind against Sebastian in the qualifiers that he qualified. And now Sebastian is in the round of 16 and he's one game away to be out already in the tournament. So Vinchester, let's see what he's gonna do. What I mean is he's looking a little bit shaky during the whole tournament, like at the limit all the time, Even against Margot, already won 3-2 in the last second, in the really last second.
Exactly.
So let's see if Vinchester with Britons can do now the job against Malay. Map again, quite open for Heart, Mr.
To be honest, I look at Heart's map and I wish I had a map like this.
Okay.
The way that I see, he has very safe wood lines, which is great when you're facing Britons. The worst thing that might happen is just have like forward woods versus the Briton, so that he can pressure you with the crossbows. So he can go for very safe woods. The berries are the most exposed resource for Heart, so all that he needs to do is to make his buildings in front of those berries, just to survive Feudal Age, and then he just needs to connect the buildings to the woods. So there's a wood on the left that he can connect his buildings, and he will be fine. The wood on the right, if he make a bigger wall, he can even get that stone safe, so I truly like his map.
Okay. Vinchester, Britons, Heart, Malay. And now, what about Vinchester map?
His goats are safe, that's good. He has like back stone, back goats, so even if he's feeling pressured, if he walls properly, connecting the woods to his main buildings in front of the town center, he can be safe. The berries are of course a bit exposed, which can be solved by playing aggressive and placing a few buildings in the front of it. So that layout should shield him from the enemy attacks.
Okay, we see how he's with Trivialist on wood. I believe that Malay will do the same as well. He's taking already the elephant. And they are not going for any lane, both of the players. They are working more on their economy. But as we have seen before, Vinchester has to stop losing these early villages because in both games did it. And basically, it put himself on a terrible position from there.
I agree.
Like, yeah, I mean, let's see.
He's having some issues with the defense.
Mm-hmm. You personally, which one do you prefer? Britons or Malay?
I personally prefer the Britons.
Okay.
I feel like the extra range archers are great, and I also have some trouble playing with the Malay. But it's more like a player preference. If I had to rate overall civilizations, I would put Malay above the Britons.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have never liked Malay to play, like it's feel awkward to adapt with the build orders, right? Like even if you have to, that uptime that this gives you a benefit, sometimes feel like you are missing something, right? Mess up the wood and I don't know, missing some stuff. But if you use them properly and also having the extra armor like they have for free, it's just great. It's just really great, and I have learned to appreciate this civilization during the tournament.
It's a very difficult civilization to play in some situations.
Okay.
There were some great series from Malay. There's one of the best games of the tournament, in my opinion. It was played with Malay. It was Taro versus MBL, Malay versus Byzantine.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It was pretty sick. Really, really sick. Anyway, for now, they are pushing the servers, both players. As you can see, he's doing the barrack already hard, and he's gonna do early militia. How do you feel about the early militia? I mean, with Malay, might be fine because you're gonna catch up the uptime, right?
Exactly. It's a great choice. The downside of the Dark Age Rush is that you are not Feudal Age fast enough to start making your ranged units or your follow-up units. But as Malay, that can be compensated by the fast upping age. And if he just allows his militias to survive their aggressions, like just pressure without effectively trading those for views, he's just gonna gain extra armor once he advances. So he can just boost up his rush after reaching Feudal Age.
Well, and Vinchester is now going up, 19 population, very quick, yes, but his opponent is coming already. And where's the barrack gonna be? Okay, he's walling, finally. He feels that, well, he knows where he's might be coming, doing the lumberjack, but he's still super open. And look at the other lumberjack. I mean, he's so exposed. If he's not doing some walls, he won't have even resources to make a barrack right now. He's gonna find the barrack for his opponent in a moment. But the militias are about to be there. And Heart? He's gonna make the loom now. Uh-oh.
Oh no. This is scout for the ship.
Oh my god.
I would rather... Oh no, that's bad. Nice defense from Vinchester. He recovered
That's
one
a
of
good
the
one,
ship.
actually.
The other one is gone, man.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I mean, at least it's not two. And now he needs to come with the scout. And the scout has lost a lot of HP. So for the thrust that he want to do, it's not great to lose
Yeah,
that
it's not
much
great.
HP.
Still, it can be used to snipe off the villagers running off to the TC, especially after going to feudal. So what Hart should do here is not to trade with the scout, just let it bait in the villagers and still use them. And Vinchester is respecting that. He know about the armor. He know how strong this rush can be. He might overchop the wood though, so his walls might not be so effective. Let's take a
He has
look.
to be careful. Well, he can make another palisade already there if he wanted. And if he overchop. So,
Oh my God.
he's still fine.
Yeah, he just idling the villagers because there's no space for both to work.
Yeah. Oh, but he's killing the militia now. He's killing the militia. He's killing the
It's
militia.
like neighbors, man. This is just like neighbors stabbing each other over the walls. Very healthy.
Well, the scout is coming, but don't keep attacking. Now he will use another village. Exactly. And that's it. And now he has to go. Well, he did some damage, but this time it's not a disaster for Vinchester.
He defended well, kept the damage at a minimum, closed the overchop there, and is already making his ranged units. As I said, both players are just building in front of their berries to protect them. I dislike a bit what Vinchester does here of using the berries as part of the wall, but you know, he plans to control the map by trading units and being aggressive here, so that he'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I think he is. And also he has already... The archer is sending a spear. I don't think the spear is really needed, but he's just sending just to protect
Helps to
probably
buy
the scout.
time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It helps
He's
a bit
mining
to buy
gold.
time.
But he is still open. Well, the difference in the cities is mainly that Hart is walling much faster and in time, while Vinchester is just being slower than him. At least till now, right? I mean,
Hart
the
has
walls
a
are
more
being important.
macro-oriented approach, right? He has a more macro-oriented. Vinchester likes to trade army a bit more. He was just feeling comfortable, especially in the first game, trading versus the crossbows. But Hart is a very solid player. It's not like he's committing big risks here. He's avoiding a lot of risks and playing solid, safe, and sound.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how in the previous game he was doing ballistic right away. You know, it's like he's not gonna be like, for example, Lear play style that he say, I don't need ballistic. Ballistic is too expensive, you know, because some players just feel that they can micro that way. But Hart definitely having a
agree.
great macro, a great macro. So let's see.
The extra armor on those spearmen makes them so strong, man. Like they just took like one hit from the skirmishers, you know. It's very difficult to take them down.
Yeah, the skirmishes are kind of useless against those militias. Blast bit already. Okay, that's gonna change a little bit of things. And in this one, it's looking okay. And Hart already with 20 seconds idle, so he basically has lost one of those two village advantage, or almost. Still 6 seconds, as you can see, at some point 29:30. So, but still he's open. You can see how he's walling out the right side, but the goal is completely exposed. He has not a single protection there. While Hart,
Well-
when he's walling this area with the blast pit, is fully wall again.
Exactly. Hart is minimizing the spots where he can suffer damage. There's only one wood, which is probably the spot that Vinchester might pressure later on. They're just on a very open fight in the center. Very nice micro by Vinchester, by the way.
Yeah, he's dominating here in this battle for sure. Now he's gonna try to deal with the spears, and then if he's dealing... Oh, that took some damage to the scout, because the scout can destroy the skirmishes. Not anymore, because he lost a lot of HP, but he's putting all the pressure. It's the first time in the series that he's having the initiative, Mr. Stark.
That's probably how he wants to play, you know. Pressuring,
Yeah.
trading army here. that's best for him, you know. That's good. He knows how to boom. He's a great macro player. He likes to make the hand card, as we see. But still, trading like that's probably his comfort zone. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, let's see if he's gonna kill now. He's still with the archers. He will kill probably the militia. The militia is still full HP, which is terrible actually, because with the +1 is very dangerous, as we were talking before.
Very
But it's still,
tanky, right?
yeah, super tanky. But still, he's producing our army. Don't like his macro. I mean, I'm just checking now. He's doing now a lot of farms, as you can see. He was with over 300 wood, and now he's having all the farmers. Okay, but you need to wall, man. It's not gonna wall in front. Oh my god. Okay.
And he's transitioning into scouts. He forced it hard to go like full skirmishers, so now he feels comfortable into transitioning. 1 or 2 scouts can just clean up all of those skirmishers. He just have to snipe the spearman once the scout comes into the field. He just sniped the spearman right now. He was focusing it.
Yeah, the skips is still not gonna do a lot against that militia. The scout is coming. It's gonna be another. But the problem here is that even if you clean this army, Malay with the bonus they have, they're gonna be up faster than Vinchester, like 100%. Even more
Most
now
likely.
that he's doing the scout, right?
Art's accumulating some gold since he's on gold, but playing skirmisher. So that means that if he wants to, once he drop a market, he will be probably able to buy like 300, even 400 food if he wants to. So there's also the option of boosting up his uptime even more by using the market here.
Yeah, well, he's not doing the market for now. For now, as you can see, and more idle TC from Hard, that's definitely not good. He's now going to be able to go with the scout. He's doing the stable, no market. Both are having similar resources, a little bit more, even for Hard. We look at the goal here. And still producing more scouts. I think Hard don't need scouts. He just need to save the resources and go up already.
Sneak attack by Vinchester. He's tried to sneak the 4 archers there. If Hart didn't wall, that would be a huge problem for him, right? You see why walls are important?
Yeah.
He could have died to those 4 archers on the wood line or on the gold.
Because if now Hard is doing the same approach, he's still open, Vinchester. I mean, he could get destroyed completely. I mean, his wall on the right, but on the left is fully open. And he's sending one spear, probably to check this one. Yeah, he's gonna be up quicker. Population is almost the same, but this crazy Malay with the uptime 66% faster, he's gonna be up so quick, Mr. Stark. So quick.
Yeah. Hart could be halfway to the Castle 8 already, but
Yeah.
he omitted the resources. It's a very micro-intensive games. Players are micro every single unit here, dodging spears from the skirmishers, dodging arrows, so it's very difficult. When you have games like that, it's common that your macro seems a bit off.
Yeah, but now there's a problem for Hart. How much army has now Hart after this skirmishes data? Come on, kill it, and then I can say,
Zero.
come on. Damn it! He has 1,
Zero.
okay. It has 1. It's not 0, but well.
Wrong
Thank you,
number.
Stark. It was a good help, but it didn't work, you know?
I tried, man, I tried.
Yeah, man, it's a good try, you know? It's a good try, but we failed it, man. We failed it. Anyway. Well, Vinchester failed, not you or me. Let's go. Horse collar already for both. Both are going up to castles, but man, they click almost the same time, and he's gonna have 1 minute 30 seconds. Not a big problem in this situation, because Hart got no army.
Yeah, and there comes the Malay with their advantage. And here's where the things get tricky. Huh? If you do not kill Malay, or if he doesn't idle the TC, he's gonna have like from 4 to 5 view advantage once both players are on Castle Age. Oh, good snipe on the middle of the map. You cannot blink
That's huge.
versus Vinchester, right?
Yeah, that's huge now. I mean,
There's no
Vinchester is having
momentum.
now... Vinci is having now a very good position. He's gonna be 1 minute away, yes. He's doing an elephant, but that elephant is also going to die because those archers gonna be snipers eventually in a moment. They will have crossbow, bodkin arrow. Look at the resources Vinchester has. And definitely Vinchester, in my opinion, has now a little bit of better position here because of the army numbers.
Whoa, but this elephant, man, it at least forces Vinchester to go back to his base. He won't
Yeah.
be able to out-micro that elephant, you know. So many arrows, and there comes the skirmishers. Hart's upgrading on the skirmisher. He's making a town center. This means that he's gonna boost even more his game. That's what you want to do as Malay. You want to out-boom, sorry, your opponents. And he's
Well,
on
let's
the
see if
way
it's
to
gonna
do that.
happen. Let's see if it's gonna happen because Vinchester resources are now sick. He has crazy resources to do whatever he wants. He has crazy food, lot of gold, going crossbow, botkin arrow, bozo, doing some knight. He's doing all the upgrades. The knight is gonna take the skirms. Now he's gonna make a town center on the right if he's gonna be able to put the village to work. And that damn elephant, man. Oh, man, the skirmishers. Aye. The elephant, the fatty, is just doing a lot. And now he's gonna kill it, probably. But that elephant did the job, Mr. Stark.
Exactly. It was just great, you know. With like very few units, Hart was able to stop any kind of British aggression. Now the numbers are close to 0.
Yeah,
So
6
not
army,
so
12
difficult to
army.
defend.
Oh, but 3 elephants isn't too much. Now those elephants.
Well,
3
it's enough to buy
elephants.
time, right?
Yeah. If he's doing a monastery now, oh boy. And 3 TC is also for Vinchester, so the game keep going. The knight is also going to be there. I don't know if there's some monks. Monastery for Hart? No, Scalebard in armor. The knight need to go back. You see now that he did also a knight. But the crossbows are coming. And those crossbows, with all the upgrades, they're gonna reach the wood for sure. And that's a
One
problem.
of the woodlands, right? But Hart already has a TC on a back one, another lumber camp. So that's what I was telling about the map. This is a great defense from Britons, you know. Having
Scalebard
those
in
back
armor
units.
is gonna be there. Would you make? I mean, he cannot do it right now. But would you make him ballistic or not?
I don't feel like he needs, you know. He just needs to target views, idle them, kill them. It's not like he's trading versus enemy ranged units. It's fine to play without ballistics.
Okay, he's coming forward now. Hart with few elephants and skirmishes, and if he's not doing any defense here, it's gonna be a chaos here with those elephants and skirms. Let's see, because he's gonna break in. No, but he has good army here, Hart. He still have another elephant, and the elephant is gonna be so tanky against the knights, but he's just ignoring. He's now trying to kill the skirms. I think this is good for Hart. He's okay.
Yep,
I believe.
totally fine.
Yeah.
That was a very nice answer. With very few counter units, he's been able to get the trades. Well,
Okay,
the knights
maybe
are alive
not.
now. That's bad.
Maybe
They were
not, maybe not.
miscalculated.
And now he's killing with the knights. Those elephants don't have a single upgrade. And now with the crops and the knights, he's now doing a good job killing all the skirmishes. The archers are still inside. It's bad for Hart. Vinchester is starting to get the lead here. Look at the KD. He has 3 town centers and his army now is much better. And if he's doing monastery and take the relics now, it's gonna be sick. Those elephants are cheap, but they are not like doing village. So he's losing all the units. And look at now the population getting a little bit ahead. Vinchester doing wheelbarrow, and he has Bozo. His economy looks better right now. I don't know what you think.
His economy is on point. All of his resources are safe. All of his golds are safe. The one exposed resource that he has is like the stone. Perhaps the secondary gold, but still, Hart would need a good position to push those. So he will be fine for Castle Age. And his army is dangerous, you know. Skirmishers, elephants, predictable, slow, small numbers. Not gonna be a big threat for Winchester's eco. As for knights and crossbows, a few of those units that can reach our economical units is just gonna be a big damage, you know.
So ballistic now or still not needed? If he's going with this army and with these snipers, because these snipers with ballistic are so dangerous. You could kill village here and there all the time.
To be honest, there ain't many spots to attack with the crossbows because of Hart's map and his defense. I would just keep investing into the economy, just keep focusing on that instead of going for the ballistics.
Well, he's doing that, but also doing chain bard in armor. He has 4 knights, not so many, 20 archers. The problem for for Vinchester might be that Hart is going heavily more on his stone. I wouldn't be surprised to see a castle soon. The archers still being annoying. Efficiency is much better in this game for Vinchester. You can see how hard is 60%. Bottom right corner, guys, you can check what I'm talking. And, well, population Vinchester is still, well, getting more and more army. But, I don't know, man. It's going now with a monastery. Elephants and skirms, this army should be solid. The siege workshop at home, not going forward with the siege, okay. And he's going forward with those crossbows. Now coming with a nice +2. Very close game. This is what it should have been this series. Close, very close. The other games has been, well, I mean,
We can
I would
complain
say
with him
clearly
later, right?
controlled. Yeah.
Hey, we can complain with him, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Heavy plow now. So Go on, Stark.
Heart goals are exposed, you know. Heart second goal is close to the monastery in the middle of the fight. The third one is also on the hill and on the left. So at some point he might have to go and seize the counter of those goals. That's perhaps one of the reasons for him to collect stone. He probably wants to drop a castle exactly on that spot where the skirmishers are placed right now, you know. So that's probably what he wants to do. But if Vinchester keeps pressuring and not giving him enough space, Vinchester can probably control this game by denying those goals. There comes the Vils.
There you go. With the belts, he's gonna make a castle, but the knights are coming. He's not expecting that many knights +2. And if he's killing now with the knights, that castle, it won't happen. The knights are +2. Ooh, but there's a monk. You need to snipe the monk. You need to snipe the monk. He's just going to do the job. He's gonna be able to kill this with the knights. He's trying to kill first the elephant. Let's see the trade here. The elephants are going to be down. And now with the knights, he's gonna kill the skirms. He's gonna try to kill all the units here. Skirmishes are going to go down. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a note here for Vinchester, but he's killing a lot of elephants. He's still coming with more knights. He's killing a lot. He's killing a lot, and he's taking the game. He's taking the game right now. He's killing all the villages now, and Vinchester with 113 population, and now a lot of army. The way that you are talking, not walling, but going aggressive with the knights and the crossbows, is forcing Heart to go back, and that castle is a doubt one. And this is a big problem in this game because the score is now 1,000. We still have Sirius. What the hell?
Exactly. It's a dangerous army, man, composition. British crossbows, knights, mobility, range, heavy attack, all that you need, you know. There's a mango no pressuring now, so the skirmishers won't have enough piece to play. And honestly, you lack the units to snipe this mango. Art is now doing more stable, so he feels like he has to pressure to force more elephants and push that back in order to recover that gold. And he's right about that. He needs it, and Vinchester is coming forward.
Yeah, he's gonna make a castle here, probably in front of that castle. Still, Vinchester, the good thing he's doing is that he's not stopped doing army. And look at this castle, Mr. Stark. Aye, aye, aye. Well, the castle is gonna be on his face, ladies and gentlemen, and Vinchester is already on the way to Imperial. What the hell happened in this series? First 2 games, perfect play by Heart. Third game, perfect play by Vinchester. So, the Seas are going for game number 4, Mr. Stark.
What a game, and he's just putting Heart in such a difficult position here. Even if Heart somehow drop a castle, try to push back this castle of Vinchester, he's still having his goal denied. Vinchester is controlling the map, making outposts on the left to make sure that no villager is going to escape to get some extra resource or anything like that. It's just a great position.
Castle is up, he's gonna take the elephant now, and remember, Malai was the first pick from Heart, I'm mistaken or not? The first pick. So, oof, this is very, very solid game here by Vinchester. We can see here now how Heart is trying to keep going. No! GG Cole. 2-1 is still from Heart, for Heart, but we still have Sirius. And this can give back the confidence to Vinchester, and then maybe now Heart, oops, I could have won this one already, and be careful with this player because Vinchester is quite crazy.
Exactly, man. And what a player. I'm really impressed with Vinchester macro as well. The way he was just able to click faster to Pure Rage in both games. In the previous one, getting that pressure surprised me. On this one, he was just doing like +2 knights, crossbows. He was investing to 2 different kind of armies versus Malay, and he still managed to click up faster. Very on point on the decisions, not wasting any resource in upgrades that he doesn't need or anything like that. Very solid game.
Definitely very, very solid game. We're gonna have game number 4 in a moment. Oh my goodness. I wanted to dinner, but I will have to wait, you know? Stark. Yeah, Stark. It's close to 11 in the night. I'm been streaming for 8 hours, 25 minutes with the preparation and everything. And being streaming this tournament for I don't remember how many days in a row, and still 1 week more. Because remember that the next Sunday is gonna be the grand final. So we have 3 days, round of 16, 2 days, quarterfinals, semifinals and grand final, King of the Desert, non-stop. And now, holy moly, Aztecs, Vinchester, Heart, Japanese.
That was good for Heart, to be honest. If you think about the civilizations that he had, Japanese is a great you can counter Aztecs. You know, they have great infantry, so they can play with the men-at-arm line. They can play with like long swords. So that already is a big throw off to the Eagles. You know, If you took, for example, Byzantines, then the Eagles could be way more strong. They would lack like bloodlines. They wouldn't have like great counters. But when you play like Japanese, you can just counter these early Eagles from the Aztecs. Vinchester will have to win by trading the ranged units.
Let's see, because this one, I mean, I like Japanese, to be honest. I like it, but
Me as
Aztecs is
well.
always dangerous, right? Like, oof, you have
for
to
sure,
play
for sure.
perfect. You have to play perfect with probably Japanese to counter this one. And I don't know, man. It's gonna be tricky. 20 seconds to start. 20 seconds to start, and oh man, we won game 5, right? Well, we won, but Hart doesn't want a game 5 against this player, right?
Yeah, he
And he wants to finish the series now. What do you think? What is your feeling? Do you think that we're gonna get game number 5?
It's possible, but I feel like the Civilization matchup is actually good for Hart.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
almost like he predicted, looking at the draft, saying, okay, this dude has Lithuanian starters and Aztecs. Perhaps if I go for Japanese, he's probably going to go Aztecs. He's just using his best teams. He's using Britons, he's probably going to go for the Aztecs. I'm going to go for the Japanese, it's probably the best counter. I feel like these probably went like these on his mind. I'm hoping you can interview him, and then he can just say, no, I just random and select one, but anyway,
I
I
don't
like
know.
his headcanon.
He won't say random. He's always thinking in all the possibilities as well, you know. And both probably are thinking, I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, Vinchester, Berries in front, goal in front. He has 2 woodlands in front, protecting this one. 1 wood at the back, 1 wood on the left, and look at that wood at the edge of the map. Obviously, super far, but that's for the super late game. Do you like this map for Vinchester?
Well, could be better. Could be better. But if he just builds his military buildings in the front, like connecting those 2 woods, he can just wall like part of the map and then focus on the aggression. I feel like the way that Vinchester feels more comfortable playing is this, right? Not focusing on full walls or ratings, but just trading ranged units. And Japanese, well, they're not known for their great cavalry, right? They do have okay scouts, okay knights, but it's not like this game is gonna go over cavalry. So this will probably be a ranged unit game, and Vinchester just showed that he feels comfortable like in the previous one.
Well, you can see, guys, the overlays. You can see the civilization for both players. You see the bonus on those, so we don't have to explain. Hopefully, you enjoy with those overlays as well. And now we're gonna see when the overlays are gone, the facts. I don't know, Stark. I don't know how many times these matchups has happened in the tournament, but the result is that when this happened, Japanese has won to the Aztecs.
Makes sense.
Has won to the
Makes
Aztecs.
sense.
Aztecs has lost. You know,
Their
simple
center
as
is better.
that.
They have the eco bonuses, especially the cheaper lumber camp, the cheaper mining camp, that just allows them to set up very good eco. They can go for some crazy Minotaur bushes. Their drush is also good. They can counter the Aztecs very early infantry game and then just trade with ranged units. And Aztecs will always be like, oh, should I go for the Eagles? I don't know, he's Japanese. But if I go for the Eagles, oh, but he's Japanese. So it's very difficult situation.
What about a clone strategy, you know? Like, oh, he went back. He's not gonna see the wood at the back. Look at the wood at the back. Stark, look at the wood. He's in 1-3, you know?
Yep.
Oh my
Just
God.
like, oh my. He's probably like, my god, there's no wood on this map. What the fuck's man is doing, man? Well, I can't believe he's doing these maps. Who is projecting those maps? Was it Krazini? I want the name of this guy, man. Bad wood, no wood at all. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna attack. I don't need the wood.
Absolutely. Restart, right? No, but Mem is not doing restart. Disaster. Let's go. Anyway, 2 villas on wood here for Hart. I like that a lot. You know, 2 villas on wood is safer. Oh, what
I
happened?
believe that Vinchester was going for a barracks, man. He had like 4 on the wood. He had a villager building in the front. I was just saying, oh, is he going for a Dark Age rush? I want to see action. Is he going for it? But no, he just made the houses and went back for the mill.
Well, maybe it's the good decision in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel like he
Because-
considered it, you know.
Yeah, but you
Consider
don't want
it,
to be.
having 4 on the wood.
But you don't want to be against Japanese slower up.
Exactly.
tricky.
Later to feudal age versus Japanese, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that as well.
Imagine he's coming with militias then, and then he's doing the upgrades. Poof. And Hart is gonna go up 18 population.
Yeah, Hart was just using like only 2 views on the wood line. Now he's sending more, but
Yeah,
that
but
truly boosts
Beach-
up his uptime.
Beach can see it. He knows that he has 2 villas on wood. He's sending more, and now
This
he's up.
wood, man. I have to mention, man, this wood from Heart is so far away from the town center. Of course, we can already imagine how he's gonna play, right? Placing the barracks and the other buildings and some palisades that connect this wood to the town center, protecting the gold. That's the way. The problem is that there's also a big hill in front of it, so he might just wall in this way and give the hill for the enemy. That's not something so healthy, you know. I can totally see the game ending there with like crossbows and mangonels pushing that gold. So his map is not great.
Yeah, well, the wood here for Vinchester is also super far, the one that he took it, you know? The gold is also in front.
It's more like in the back, you know? If you go for the one from Heart, if Vinchester goes directly into his enemy, he might just get the wood first to pressure. As for Vinchester 1, if he just walls those wood lines, if Vinchester walls is a bold assumption, but anyway, he would just be safe.
He's doing a second lumberjack. I mean, the same woodland as well, which I don't like it. You know, because then you deny it completely. If you are coming aggressive, you deny both. We'll go, but it's true that the others are super forward and then super open on the right side. Okay. And now Vinchester is not doing militias. So he doesn't want to go militias against his opponent. Oh, but Heart is... What is Heart doing?
I almost feel like Heart is not going to play archers, like scouts or something, right? There we go, scouts, Japanese cavalry, just to shut up me. Damn.
He's gonna go scouts. He doesn't see any building there, so now he need to come with it. It's so important that he spot it.
Exactly, it's important because he can then counterattack. He can wall the other villagers. He wall his wood line, wall the gold, protect, try to counterattack like with a spearman and a few archers.
Okay.
Very interesting. Hart does like to play with cavalry. Most of his civilizations also show that, like who draft Berbers, you know. So he truly likes to play cavalry.
He lost the eagle, but doesn't matter because he gets now another, and his scout is also 6 HP, so that's okay. Doing the archery range. Yeah, gonna make the spear now, double attacks, and now he has to definitely protect the wood here. Do you like the stable approach against the Aztecs?
Well, I think it's a very bold approach here to go with this table, especially as Japanese and versus Aztecs. On the past, I think that this would probably be punished by a Men-at-Arms and Archers or something like that. But Vinchester was probably not expecting that as well. He'll try to punish now with a few archers and spearmen. I can totally see he's sending like the 2 first archers and the 2 first spearmen to attack. Perhaps even only 1 archer and 2 spearmen. That was enough to at least idle some views or something and force Hart to transition into the skirmishers.
Yeah, he has to go fast. That's for sure. He has to go fast. Let's see if he's gonna make it. He has 1 spear already in the wood. If he's completely defended at home, it's gonna be fine, and he's going. He's going already with 1 spear and 1 archer. But Hart is doing already the archery range, which is very nice for sure. And well, having a scout, it gives you mobility, Stark. So it's good also. So let's see. It's all about how you control now the army, and if you are able to snipe some villages soon. Because if he's able, oof.
That's great. There are spearmen defending, of course, but still. One thing that I dislike a bit is this approach from Hart is that he's doing both scout and skirmishers, and those 2 units, well, they are not so great versus eagles. So Leary might, why am I Leary on my mind, man? Damn it! I'm
because we ban him.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah. He's disrupting our captain. Yeah. Can we ban him again, if possible? I would like to see that. Anyway.
We ban later.
Vinchester might just think about going eagles, you know. Against those 2 units, the eagles perform great.
Oof, this is many a scout, and he has to wall. Well, he's not walling. He's gonna lose his spear here now. Well, he's taking damage in those scouts, it's true, but still only 1 spear, and he's still not walling the wood. He knows that he's coming right now. Now he's gonna wall. You have to wall it. Oh, he almost blocked himself. He's still open, that wood. The scouts are there, but he has the eagle, he has the spear. Those scouts got a lot of damage, so they shouldn't be big threat. But as you mentioned, now eagles are needed. So if he's going spears and eagles, he's fine.
Yeah, I feel like the eagles is actually a great play, you know.
It's open. It's open, the wood here. It's open. It's open. I think this is open, but Hart didn't see it. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Much small details. Hart's coming forward with skirmishers and scouts, and the thing is, his numbers are scary, huh? He has like lots of scouts. I know that the units from Winchester's sound good on paper, but man, there are too many numbers for Hart.
Berries are open. And the berries are open. He already took the berries. He has to be careful. Aye, aye, aye.
Ouch.
The army is not there. He's gonna catch up here. One more time. Taking those. He's so sloppy, Vinchester, tonight. He played very well the previous game, but again, he lose the village here when it's so obvious what his opponent is doing. He's gonna lose the army here. And ladies and gentlemen, probably these, well, it's Aztecs. But you have to wait against the Aztecs. And Hart has lost a villager with the idle time. 24-second idle time, which is definitely not what you want. He's coming with a scout and skirms. And if he's doing more eagles here and spears, he should be fine. And now, I believe that Vinchester should send archers to counterattack. I don't know what you think.
Well, how to counterattack if he cannot keep his base, right?
That's true.
The problem is Hart is kind of walled, so he's protected. And he has to deal with that. If he just leaves his base right now, Hart can just dive into his gold, go around and take his wood. His map is pretty open, so he has to fight that off. But the problem is he won't have the amount of units that is needed. He also lost a few spearmen. Okay, he sniped a scout, that's good, but not enough.
He should make maybe armor in the eagles, like +1 armor.
Well, it would be good. I don't know if you just try to defend and click Castle Age faster instead of upgrading the armor. Perhaps
he's going for the castle.
No?
He's going for the castle. He's doing the market. He's doing the market, so he's gonna try to hold with this army. Not a lot of army, but just trying to hold with those archers with fletching. If he's definitely going to sell the stone, then you know what he's going to be.
He bought stone. Dead.
He bought it a stone?
He bought stone. Oh, I see.
Tower.
He bought stone to make it like 2 towers. Or perhaps he bought for mistake, but he is making a tower.
Okay, that's kind of weird, honestly. Why'd you bought the stone when you have 200 stone already, right? But well,
unusual. For a second tower, I would consider, right, you know, one to protect the gold, one to protect the wood.
He's doing another mining camp here. Okay, well, he's trying to get inside. Let's see the scout and the skirmish. Is so many units, but he has the tower there. The tower is
won't get inside. It's fine. I think.
Yeah, the archers are there.
I cannot be sure now the house is going down.
Well, that house is going down. The archers are there, and Vinchester being greedy, really greedy, unbelievable. He's gonna make another house, okay. I don't know if this is open. No. The wood is just at the limit here. And Vinchester is going to Castle Age. Yes, it's on the way to Castle Age, but Hart is not too far from going up. He's not too far either. He's going up now to Castle Age. This greedy gameplay, it's an oath, is worth it. Do you think he can dominate now with this maybe a minute ahead than his opponent? Well,
honestly, he's suffering a lot. He won't have the wood to drop on a new barracks. He might have to bravely use the market. I was
he's doing.
Also considering...
He's doing already. The barrack.
He would need 3 at least, right? 2 barracks is too few to play with Eagles.
Yeah. Well, it's Aztecs. They produce faster, so maybe it's okay for the Aztecs. But yeah, you want more probably. Still 4 villages on wood, and he's on the way to Castle Age now. He has 30 seconds advantage. Is 30 seconds advantage enough for the Aztecs? You can see how Hart is now walling like crazy, but he will have...
I don't know if
archers,
it's enough. I feel like Hart will be walled in time, and he's switching now. That's the thing about the Eagle play. He just baited Vinchester into the Eagle play, and now he's switching to Longsword.
He's doing the Longswords, all right, and now the goal... Ooh, the goal is also exposed here. Vinchester is really at the limit, guys. He's really at the limit. Don't think that he's gonna be able to hold here. There's a scout here, archers and a spear. You gotta be careful. Those scouts are really low HP, but the spears are going to be gone. He has his skirmishes doing a good micro. Is Hart gonna be able to eliminate the current finalist for the last edition? We will see, because he's getting really close. Still 40 villages, 39 villages. Now he's trying to break in, but he can't. Supplies, he's gonna go infantry. He's going to go infantry, but I wouldn't be surprised that he's gonna make crossbows. If he has crossbows, Eagle Warrior, ooh, he's doing all the upgrades, but this is very bad what he's doing in Vinchester.
It's very important that Vinchester keeps his archers alive, because if a transition into crossbow, into longswords can totally surprise and take
Stark.
But no, oops.
He's doing the same upgrades in the same barrack. Squires and Eagle Warrior, and the other barrack idle. It's terrible. That's really terrible. You know? Because he could have already the Eagle Warrior, and so he's losing all the timing, you know? All the time. And one barrack idle, now the other doing the same upgrades, you know? Sorry that I interrupt you. Let's go.
Nah, it's fine. You just interrupted me because of the archers dying. He only has three
No.
archers, so
Well,
he won't even be able to upgrade the crossbowman to defend himself properly if he needs. But he's doing a monastery, so the monastery, the tower, it can surely buy him some time. But if you look at Heart's map, it's not so easy to raid him. He just needs a few more tiles to complete his walls. And in the direct confrontation, of course, the longswords will come on top. Not to mention that Hart managed his scouts quite properly, so he can even use them to kill the monks. He just need to upgrade light cab later if he needs to fight the monks. He can heal those scouts if he wants to, so...
yeah, the only
it's a bit
advantage
tricky.
here for Vinchester is the mobility those eagles provide. They are faster than the long swords, that's for sure. Let's see if he's gonna be able to kill the scouts. He want to keep them alive, as you mentioned. But if there's a hole, this is what it can make Vinchester maybe come back from the hell. Because now, right now, he's definitely in the hell. He has 44 villages, both players, yes. 15 armies, 17. Very, very close. Obviously, if you do monks and are able to make some conversions, can be great. And this is not good for Hart. You don't want to lose the scouts. You don't want to lose the scouts. Ooh, and he's not losing. Look at this micro with two archers killing them at the long swords. Pretty sick. Pretty sick, honestly.
Really sick.
Pretty sick.
I
Killing
agree.
the long swords with two archers. Are you kidding me, man? Look at Vinchester. Killing another one. And probably another one. Well, now he's gonna take it. The archers are helping a lot. Just two, man. Just two. My
Imagine
goodness.
if he had all the 8, right?
Yeah.
All the 7 or 8 archers. He could
Okay.
just go out. As you can see, Hart didn't even upgrade the armor from the longsword. He knew that he was managing the archer numbers from Vinchester, so those longswords, they have no upgrade, you know?
Ooh.
And they're still doing the job.
They are
They
naked,
only have
man.
the forging that he did for the scouts.
Hart is doing the second TC, but second TC as well for Vinchester with eagles in that town center. So he has some army there to defend. He's bringing already the relics. He has good amount of monks. The conversions can be also crucial here. He has how many monks?
agree.
And you know what I like these games? It's been so different with previous series and even in the same game because this approach now with Japanese and Aztecs is so much fun. It's completely different with all the games we have seen till now, Mr. Stark.
Exactly. It's completely different. I'm also surprised on how good was the feudal age from Hart with the scouts and skirmishers. So effective. I wouldn't bet on this combination to be so useful versus Aztecs, but I was wrong. It was. So we're just
Yeah,
seeing
but
a lot of
now,
different things.
but now this is scary. He's converting one. The archers are with Botkin already. He's doing the light gas, okay, but Aztecs with this army is starting to be tricky. Those monks are tanky. He has sanity, and then it means 15 HP more. He's gonna make a third tone center. Aye. Super close game. And the longer the game goes, you still think that the Aztecs, the Japanese is still better here? I'm not so sure anymore. These eagles with monks and archers are so deadly. And now he's gonna kill the light caps even. The monks are just so tanky. He's gonna kill them. Ooh, he killed it.
that
And
was
they
good.
still have a life.
That was good. Killing all those light cabs is great. It's a good situation for Vinchester. He needs less farms than the Japanese player to make all his army composition. So Hart is more forced to invest into farms. You can see that he already has around 27 farms. Both of his arms are very food intensive, and when you go for the Aztec armies, they are more gold intensive. The resource that drains more to produce those units is the gold. So it's easier to keep like a 2 army composition, such as crossbows and eagles. It's cheaper to keep those during the game, you know.
So
To do that, and
complicated.
possible.
Yeah, so complicated because as you mentioned, oh, he converted back, okay, but now the crossbows are there. This composition is great, as you mentioned. He's better here now. Crossbows and Micron gonna take the long swords. The eagles are coming, and I wouldn't be surprised to see, ooh, he catch up now, that monk in the middle of the map, but I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a siege workshop forward, or you think he's not needed?
You know, things are not so easy to go for the siege workshop right now. Hart still has a very considerable army. Of course, if Vinchester had the advantage, he would probably want to do that, but it doesn't look like that.
Well, this is an amazing game already. You can see those crossbows. It's doing gam zones that is gonna give you extra armor. But well, I like this upgrade, but he should do also the upgrade for the blastbeat. He's converting a couple of eagles. He has to be careful. He has also monks defending. Another 2 eagles converted. He's spamming now army Vinchester. Well, both are spamming a lot of army, but now the raiding is starting. Eagles killing villages to Hart. And Hart do not notice. It's still open. He's gonna kill a villager here. He's going to the stone miners. And the population is almost the same. Who is winning this game? Stark.
Well, right now, the game's pretty even in terms of population, in terms of views. Vinchester's trying to be
The
aggressive.
archers.
it's not so
Well.
so easy to be aggressive, right? Versus mangonels and his army. One mistake and his army is very fragile. It can die to the longswords, it can die to the mangonel, so it requires a lot of army control and attention.
One question here. If we have, for example, the luck to see unique units, samurais or Jaguar warriors, because man, both are strong, right? One kill the unique units, the other kill infantry, so they kill each other.
Well, they're both great units. Honestly, I don't know which one's better.
Yeah, I mean, who countered the other better? Like, how to know that, right? One killed the unique units, the other killed the infantry, but now this is a good trade, in my opinion, for Hart. He lost quite a lot of eagles. He's still raiding here. It's true that Hart economy is right now more disaster. Check his efficiency at the bottom right corner. It's definitely not what you want. Less than 50%. He's getting raided. And yes, he's gonna have a castle there. But Aztecs, he's doing even redemption. And he will have a castle too to make it forward. I don't know. This is crazy. Now he's coming with more eagles, but he's having a lot of farm. He's gonna go with a castle forward. Hard or at home? What do you think?
Both players wants to go for the forward castle almost at the same time. That's so insane. We're about to see the compositions that you are saying, man. If those players get past the trap war, right? There's an unannounced trap war to come in a few minutes.
Don't go there, don't convert the longsword. Ooh, look at the castle here. And now, if he's doing more monks, he's gonna be able to convert. The eagles are coming, the longswords are coming too. There's a monk, he's going to convert the Mongol. If he convert the Mongol, he can be sick. He's gonna lose the monk. No, this monk is Aztecs monk. He's killing now all the longswords. The castle is gonna be up. But now, Villis, 81 Villis for Vinchester. He has 2 relics already in the bank, and he's Aztecs relics, which gives you a lot more gold. Well, he can still raid, and the timing, the momentum is going to be for the one that is going to be able to go up to Imperial faster, Mr. Stark.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at the distance from those 2 castles, built almost at the same time. This game is so close, man. So close.
Yeah, but Vinchester has the resources to go up to Imperial, and if you kill that castle, ladies and gentlemen, Vinchester is on the way to Imperial. Now it's up to Imperial already. The damn Aztecs are so strong. It's still so strong when people was telling them they are not. They're still so strong. They are cheap units. They are cheaper units, as you were talking, Stark.
Yeah, it's easy to make the macro behind it. You know, you just have to send like a lot of views to the gold. You need less farms to enable all your units of working. So that's how things goes here. And Vinchester is playing very aggressive. If you go to the left side, where I was telling, he's now going with the redemption monks to attack.
Oh, converting buildings! It's converting the buildings in his face! Oh my god! Well, check how many villas has on gold right now, Hart. How many villas on gold right now when his opponent is on the way to Imperial? Ladies and gentlemen, Hart is doing towers. Zero villas on gold, Mr. Stark. And
Exactly.
this is now probably, I don't know what you think, game number 5 incoming. Because the
I feel
timing,
like it, you know.
it feels like this, right?
It totally feels like this. And there's another thing. The spot that Vinchester is camping right now with the monks and the crossbows, there are 2 goats from Hart right there, right? So what I can totally see is Vinchester getting confident over the trap war, getting those villagers from his forward wood and dropping a castle exactly on the spot where those monks are. That would be like the best move in the game right now. It would just deny the 2 golds from Hart. It would also deny that stone. So he's probably thinking about something like that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's still 2 minutes advantage. Oh, Shuttle Warrior, man. We're gonna see that unit. He's gonna convert the stable, man. Aye. Okay,
Oh
I mean, I don't mind to see that unit.
Insane.
Oh
Me
my
neither.
god.
Honestly, a mobility unit to raid?
Ah, come on,
That would be
Vinchester, convert it. Okay, he's gonna convert that. Okay. He take it. And now Trebuchet. Trebuchet comment, you said about the castle on the other side, but he went to the right. I don't know what you think about that one. It's still with the hill,
Also
but
great position. Also great position. If you stop to think, Hart's not developing on the left side, but he's trying to develop on the right. So this castle also allows him to keep pressuring the right side. And as you can see, all of the eco from Hart is there, man.
Stark, he has, but he did a ram now, but he did also a unit, but he's still in the stable. Like, come on. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man, look at the population. We're gonna see, we see it. I'm gonna check it out because it's amazing. I like it. Well, but guys, and now jokes aside, Check the population. How this is happening.
GG.
Why this is consistency. Game
Ow.
number 5. How is that even possible? That look at
What a
Vinchester, that he was 2-0 playing so sloppy, and now it forcing game number 5. What happening here?
Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable game. He started from behind in the game. He was at a disadvantage there, and he just managed to come back. That was just a great game.
And I need to go to the bathroom for 30
Me
minutes
too, me
ago.
too. I need as well. We saw the warrior at least.
Okay, I'm telling you, if they can win, let's see, because it's game number 5, and maybe it's good that they get some small break for calm down as well.
I need as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just checking everything from Japanese here. Let's put the statistics, military. You can see the kills, the same economy. Much better echo for Vinchester here. And well, we're going to keep going. And yeah, it's 2 minutes break. I'll be right back in a moment, guys. 2 minutes break. Be right back. Tatars versus Byzantines. Oof. I prefer Byzantines, man.
Prefer Tatars.
You prefer Tatars? Okay.
On Arabia, yes.
Okay. Okay.
The
Explain me
mobility,
why.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, at first they have the mobility. They have a good power spike on the early Castle Age with the crossbows, and in the current meta, where you often go for builds that delay the meal, you just have the ship that gives you more food, so you can make a more smooth economy. Also, in Castle Age, sometimes the game is very messy. You still want to make army, but you also need to boom. So those ships on the TC just are a very good help. Not to mention the tech tree from the Tartars. They have access to the Keshik, they have access to great Cav archers and Roosters once they are on Imperial Age. So a lot of mobility as game keeps advancing, and the power spike from Tumbling in Castle Age. So they have bonuses that helps them during Feudal Age, during Castle Age, and a great tech tree for the Imperial Age as well, always providing them a lot of mobility.
And Tatars, if Vinchester play properly here, look at these hills in front of hard base with the goal, with the berries, with everything.
Exactly.
What a
This
great
map is-
choice here by Vinchester.
This map is full of hills, you know. So if you are a player that likes to micro like he does, that has a great army control, that likes to play aggressive, to make a big mess on the economy's eco like he just did in the previous game, the Tartars also benefiting from the hills is great. That's some bonus that can be applied since Dark Age, you know.
Okay, so let's see what is going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, is the last game of the group stage. Stark, is the last game of the group stage. Tomorrow we have round of 16. It's close to midnight here, and it's 9 hours already streaming with a crazy series. I don't know what time is in Peru, and I don't know also what time is for Vinchester, but my goodness, it's crazy, and both players want to advance. Is the last chance. And they will face Jordan. They will face Jordan. The winner will face Jordan in round of 16. We have
Man, Jordan's
yeah.
trouble.
Tell me.
Jordan's in trouble. No matter who advances, he's gonna have lots of trouble with those guys.
I mean, well, Jordan versus any of these players is going to be a 6 series, that's for sure. I don't know if you agree. Man,
There's no way to disagree to that, man.
yeah, I mean, round of 16 is
be a
going to be
madman.
really epic, man. I mean, if this is the decider, imagine then round of 16 is going to be pretty sick. Triple is on wood, doing the houses already to protect those berries. Do you like Vinchester map? Because he has also a lot of hills, but berries and gold is at the back.
Versus a more aggressive civilization, scout civilization, or one that had bonus to go for like men-at-arms, this map is a nightmare with all those hills, you know. But versus Byzantine, which is a more passive civilization regarding those openings, it's not common to see like Byzantine scouts or Byzantine men-at-arms, and
Yeah.
even if they go, they do not have anything to boost these strategies, you know. They're very safe civilization. This map is just fine. This map is great. I can totally see Vinchester just completing these house wall here with a barracks and a few palisades, so he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Also, if the one who is using Byzantines is Vivi, then maybe he could be like a word that he can go forward, for example, because Byzantines is not a terrible civilization for going forward. But I don't think
Oh,
that
no,
Hard
they're great.
is that kind. Hard is not that kind of a player.
And honestly, this map is fine to face off a forward, right? The heal is in favor of Vinchester, so he can just need to complete with a few palisades and dropping a defensive tower if he needs to. So it's fine. He can just wall off the gold and the wood in the back. He has all the resources in the back: wood, gold, stone. Map's fine for him. As for Heart, map seems very open on the right side, so this actually benefits the Tartar, who wants to play more aggressive, who wants to play with mobility, and he still has like 2 big resources to defend. Both berries and gold are in the front, are in a tough position, so he has to make some difficult decisions to defend, to protect those.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen now with the mail here. Berries already taken, the 4 villages on wood, and Heart is going to go up again super fast. 18 population up, but these up times are kind of not working all the time. Why this obsession for going that quick up? Because right now, I don't see what is he going to do. He's going to go, what? Scouts? He's not mining gold.
In the previous game, he did a very similar approach. 2 villagers on the wood only, and then he went for the scout. I feel like Hart has a very solid game using like scout and skirmishers, and as Byzantines, you'd later benefit from the lower cost of the skirmishers. So he might be thinking about playing scouts, why not? He just did a great play on the previous game. I feel like that's an opening that, despite the civilization not having anything that helps you a lot with the scouts, he can totally do it, and his build is perfect for that.
He probably is gonna do that, and mobility here, and then he's not facing now a civilization like the Aztecs. You know, that Aztecs is very, very dangerous, as we have seen, but Vinchester is going malicious already. He's gonna do more than 2, or just 2 and then into archers.
That's interesting, right? He could go even for many times if he wanted, because the ships that he has under his PC provide that.
Ooh, he is, man.
Nice.
He is right now. Okay. He's gonna go the let's say old style. 3 militias. He need to go already, and he need to see the stable. And now he's gonna explore or not? He's not exploring, but he's going with the militias. I mean, Menatans versus scouts. If he play properly, Hart might be in troubles. I don't know what you think.
Exactly. I think that he wasn't scouting because he's not yet on feudal age, so he doesn't want his scout to be seen as well. You know, if he's seen, he can be sniped, and if you got your scout sniped, all of your infantry position might be nerfed a bit.
Well, he's doing the men-at-arms, and now the berries are exposed. He see the stable already, so I believe that one spear will be following as well. The men-at-arms is there, the goal is safe, and this is dangerous. Then he did a spear Heart, and now the men-at-arms is a surprise that he didn't want to face. There you go, archery range already. Well, he should be fine. He's walling, he's doing a good job. Okay, and now he's doing the archery range.
The wood line exposed, right? This wood line is exposed. Getting to fight those men-at-arms is difficult because of the hills. They can be tricky. You can just lose like a good number of scouts trying to fight those, and then that will just allow the ranged unit from Vinchester to come into play.
Yeah, and a big problem here now is that, well, good APM here by Heart. Good APM by Heart. Well, also doing the archery range and the stable that early, it puts you behind in economy. Or not. Like, it's too much resources he's spending Heart here.
Yeah, he's doing this with a minimum amount of investment, right? He's defending a map that's quite open, doing the minimum amount of units. He's trying to get a fight now versus the men-at-arms. He has the numbers. Let's see if he will succeed.
Well, there's 3 men-at-arms. Let's see. This is so important. And now he's going to try to kill the as much as possible from the scout. I think this is not great for Heart because he's taking so much damage in those scouts. I don't know. Oh my god, this is a disaster for Heart. It's a disaster for Heart. He's losing everything. He's losing absolutely everything. My goodness. Heart is in a terrible position right now. He lost all the scouts, basically. And there's still 1 man-at-arm full HP. What do you think, Mr. Heart?
Well, thank you for calling me Heart. I know that I live in your heart, man. Don't you worry. Anyway, what I feel is that he totally lost the momentum to use the scouts. Like in the previous game, where he wanted to raid.
Julieri and I say Heart, so what's happening here? What the hell?
Well, we are probably predicting the AM guys to achieve something here. I don't know what.
Yeah. But man, that was really bad trade, man. I don't know what you think.
It was a bad trade. In Heart's perspective, it was a great one for Vinchester, right?
Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, he's coming now with the archers. Imagine if he got fletching already. He does have the fletching, but now Vinchester is not going to have any trouble at home. And I don't know, Blasmith next for Vinchester or even a stable, because now he knows that his opponent is going to be full of skirms.
Well, I feel like Blacksmith first, because then he can use those archers to raid, you know, like he's doing like on the left side. With fletching, that villager would be done.
Yeah, he didn't kill it, but still, he's still creating chaos. The efficiency is definitely worse already for Vinchester. This is a good position for Vinchester. He's definitely being in an ideal position. He has no horse collar, both players, the resources, and still have sheeps under the TC thanks to the Tatars bonus. He's gonna make fletching, and well, I don't know. He's doing fletching now as well, but one player has skirms, the other has archers. You prefer to have archers. I don't know what you think.
I agree. I'd rather have the archers as well. I feel like Vinchester will just avoid any direct confrontation. He knows that there are only skirmishers, so he will either try to raid, which is not so easy since Byzantines have the free town watch and the counter, and the options for Heart are kind of limited. But Vinchester is very close to being able to click to Castle Age. Like if he drops a market, he will instantly go to Castle,
wow.
considering the amount of resources, and Heart's not even collecting gold. So this puts Vinchester ahead.
Well, Vinchester usually hate the market approach, but I think he has to do it. He's doing the market. He hate the market, but the timing, the momentum is for him. He's gonna sell the stone. He's gonna be up to Castlage. And honestly, if he's up to Castlage, look at the resources for Heart. He's only doing skirmishes. Tatars economy is just much better. And then what you gonna do here? Lancers? Crossbows, anything you can do, because you're gonna be much faster than your opponent in Castle Age.
Exactly. I feel like he could use the Lancers because they're also helpful to breaking buildings and allow the crossbows to do the damage. Very similar to what happened in game number 2 with the Mongols, you know. The crossbows hitting the villas, denying them to wall on the back, and the Lancers just quickly killing the palisades for the crossbows to keep advancing.
This game is a bigger house. Oh my god, the gate, okay. But this is not good. He's gonna go, and he's skirmishes only. Not good, definitely not good that he has the archers now. And Mr. Stark, he didn't sell the stone. He kept the stone. Oh man.
No, he just traded the gold. He was already planning to do that. He started to send a lot of views to the gold way early on, so he was already flirting with the market use.
Well, the position is just brutal, because if he's now, he has schemes. If he send now the archers to hard base with crossbow, with Thambrid, I mean, how do you stop that? He's doing now fletching. Obviously, he can make a stable if he want. And Heart is already floating some okay economy, but he's far. He's still far from going up. And the timing, the momentum is for Vinchester. I mean, how is it possible that after the first 2 games, he's able to come back in this series?
You see?
I mean, it's crazy.
Those situations.
Yeah, it's really
Very
crazy.
nice momentum. The best damage that Heart can do is what he's doing right now with the skirmishers. He saw it.
Okay. You know what I said, right? Because it was open, like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but now it's Thambrin, man. Now it's Archers, crossbows with Thambrin. He's doing the stable, and if he's just doing couple of knights, maybe, well, or I don't know, it might be able to kill all that army. It's 30 seconds to be in castle. It's 30 seconds only to be in castle. How do you stop this if he's breaking in? It's gonna be so difficult, Mr. Stark. How do you stop this if he's breaking in? He's there. He's almost there. He's gonna be inside in a moment. 10 seconds. We're gonna make the arbors. He's gonna make a market now, probably here. It's hard. No, he's doing a house. Okay. But the timing and the momentum, man, is just so much here. Thambrin is gonna be able to break it. Oh my god. Okay, sending a spear. Is he doing what? Lancer, Knights, he has no resources. Heart, what can do Heart here? Heart has the stone, so he can make a tower. And he's doing the tower on the wood. But, and the gold what?
To be honest, forcing your opponents to make a tower is actually a great achievement, you know. You know that you were slowing down his boom by doing so with this early aggression, and Vinchester is already adding a new town center. He also split his army, and he's trying to attack with a few crossbows on the right side. Well spotted by Heart, but Vinchester can out-micro those skirmishers since they are still feudal age skirmishers, and once again, he has the tumbling.
He is still 50 seconds away from Castlage. He can break in still. The market is still not being done. The crowds are coming. His crazy upgrades is still not in Castlage. The goal is completely exposed. And now, I don't know where Vinchester is going to go, but when he gets inside and he's gonna be inside, this is impossible to stop. Unbelievable game, no. Unbelievable cities. The crowds are coming. 15 seconds to be there yet in Castlage. He will have Botkin, okay. But is he the tower? And if he's going to the goal, oh man. Ay, ay, ay. Well, Vincentis is great to defend, so let's see what is gonna be the approach. Siege Workshop? No, at least skirmishes is on Botkin arrow.
Yeah, he cannot afford a Siege Workshop, and also the Siege would be way too slow to keep chasing multiple groups of archers, right? It probably wouldn't work.
The problem is that check that the efficiency now for Hard. He's coming also with a knight. He's raiding completely. There is the monastery, but he has no goal. He has the skirmishes, but the knights are also there. He's attacking on the right. He's attacking on the left. Well, this is the kind of gameplay Vinchester love to do. Open, aggressive, not even having to wall. He's controlling now the army like God, and it's crazy. But it really looks like Vinchester is doing this reverse sweep. Oh my God, he's taking out the gold miners. He's taking out the gold miners. Taking 2 villages, 3 villages. It's over, man.
I agree.
Seems over, man. Oh my God.
I agree. He also has a villager going forward. He probably wants to start being even more aggressive here with mangonels, but I don't even think he will need that, you know. He already did all the damage that he could. He forced it hard out of gold. He has a very inefficient wood right now and barely enough army to fight back. So of course he's gonna go forward, just keep the pressure here with the mangonels and outboom Hard to the end of the game.
Okay, it's still 10 villages ahead. Now the skirmishes are with the +1 armor. He might do a good trade here. Hard, I love that he keeps trying for sure, man. He's a decider. And Vincentis, well, Vincentis is a great civilization. Why not? The problem is that his opponent has 3 TCs now, 3 town centers, you know, and that's the big deal here. And still, no food, no gold almost. He's taking the farmers. He's now buying some food, doing the economy upgrades. Vinchester now lower on military, but what army he should do now? Well, he can keep going crossbows and few knights, and think he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he's just fine. He probably should go for the mangonels.
Oh, siege?
Because...
No, he's going.
Yeah, exactly. He's going for the siege.
Yeah.
Art already sees that because of town patrol, despite the distance.
That's crazy. Well, but
quite incredible.
But the thing is, if he's going siege and force also his opponent to go siege as well, the difference with the economy is gonna be even more massive.
What Hart could do is try to go for the monks, avoid the siege until he had redemption. That redemption is also a great technology to allow comebacks, right? You just convert back a mangonel, get a good strike, and you are back into the game. Of course, he would still be way behind on the economy.
Yeah, and how expensive it is to go for the redemption. Like you need almost 500 gold, which he doesn't have. He's coming with the knights and with those lancers. As you can see, 71 population, 59. He has okay army. Hard is doing 4 spears, more skirmishes than monk. But still, behind all this, the boom from now is doing extra TCs now. He's not working like this. Like he has to go probably all in 1 TC, or not.
He knows that there's some siege coming. He doesn't want to get too behind in the booming. He is behind for sure. But he's habilitating himself to come back to the game. He's not betting everything on an all-in and try to just take the difference out of microing the skirmishers and monks, right? He's going for some safe approach here.
Yeah, like maybe
to go for the redemption.
Yeah, no, he's going. He's going redemption for sure. So now Vinchester might need light gas probably. He's taking another mangle. He should go already. He's doing redemption, but if he's able to deny that goal, it's gonna be a real big deal. He has hard more army. Let's see, because redemption will happen, but he's there already with the mangle. If he kills the skirmishes, oh my God. He still doesn't have redemption yet. Okay. And now the gold miners are in danger. 1 player down. That's the problem. He have 2 monks only and no more gold. No more gold. The crowds are there. It's at the limit. Hart is definitely at the limit. Taking another player down. He has also the heal. If he killed the monk before he's doing redemption, if he killed the monk, he's gonna shoot. No, he's going to convert. He deleted, of course. Poof.
What an army for both. Hart with his monks without Sensity, dodging the arrows from the mangonel.
No, he has Sensity.
Realizing what was happening.
Oh, no, he didn't. He cancelled, actually. Okay.
He just out-microed the Mangonel with no sense.
Oh my god, okay.
Then he
I saw
went
that
for the
already.
conversion.
Okay.
Vinchester
now he's
just
coming.
realized what's coming and deleted the Mangonel. Just great play for both.
Yeah, they're doing what they can do. They's coming now with the lances, but now let's see. He's trying to go with the crossbows, trying to kill the monks. If he killed the monks, it's just. If he killed the monks and he's killing the monks, it's gonna convert. No, he didn't convert, and now he killed another. Army numbers 2116 is still coming with the lances, going to raid with the lancers there. What is he doing with those lances? Actually, trying to snipe the monks. Well, if he killed the monks, he know that he's fine. You know that oh my god! Oh my god! Well, if there was little chances, all the skirmishes right now, bye-bye. Let's make the damn bada-boom here, because that was huge. I mean, it's almost impossible. It's, I don't know what you think, Stark, but this is looking already terrible for Heart.
To be honest, since the beginning of Castle Age, since the moment that Vinchester went that way early on, he had to commit with a lot of bad decisions, and Hart needed a lot of luck to be able to hold the game. His map's terrible regarding the gold spots. They are all forward, they are all exposed. He's just trying to hold with a minimal amount of army, just like a few skirmishers and a monk. While meanwhile, Vinchester is just having like a Ravi boom on the back. He's getting very close to click up. He's already sending villagers to drop a castle forward. So he just made all the moves to finish the game.
But honestly, you are right about the Sifa, and it's also about the decisions, because the scout didn't work. Remember that battle with the scout that he lost all the scouts against the men-at-arms?
Exactly. The scout was a big issue, you know.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Vinchester, with almost 30 villages more, is going to come with a forward cut. Look how he's not taking any risk. This is not the Vinchester we know. This Vinchester, he is being safe. You know, he's on the way to Imperial.
Yeah. It's game number 5. We could even see him making stone walls if needed.
Yeah, I mean, he has to be careful for sure, but he's on the way to Imperial, doing ballistic, 22 villages more. He wanted the castle more forward, and to be honest, that castle there is not achieving too much, because he's not on the range, but when Hart noticed that his opponent is in Imperial, what else can you do? What else can you do? Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. Well, the hell. Well, let's see. I mean, Byzantines, you can go up cheaper. I don't know what to do. He's gonna go, what? Light caps, Keshik, well, trebuchets as well. He can do whatever he wants right now.
To be honest, if Hart was in the way to Imperial Rage, he could even try to go for a trap war or something like that, and keep himself in the game for more time. As for Vinchester, to be honest, whatever he chooses to do, it will probably work to the difference that they have right now in the economy. But a safe play would just to be start grabbing, controlling these hills of the golds. He knows where all the golds are, so just pressuring them with whichever unit he judge better to do so is the way to go.
Yeah, he's gonna take the relics now, Vinchester as well. He's having the map control, he's doing Keshik. Now, Hart is on the way to Imperial, and be careful because he does have a lot of farming, and well, if he's able to go monks and skirmishers, maybe he can counter this. The problem is that he needs also a castle himself. If he could have a castle, right, then maybe we could think that Hart could do the comeback, because Byzantines doesn't need like a crazy boom, and well, Vinchester has 90 villages, it's not like 140, you know? But without a castle, I don't know.
I agree. It's needed, because there's no way to secure his position here. He'll be forced to move to that gold on the right, you know, because else he'll have no gold to fight at all.
Imperial Age doing the trebuchet now here. He's still going to keep going. He's now going to take, and also gonna take the gold. He's doing another TC on the right, okay.
Yeah, he need that gold.
Yeah.
It's the only one that's kind of safe, you know. The others are all compromised already.
Yeah, he's gonna make camels. He has the Keswick here. The score difference is insane, 20 villages more. Now he's gonna go with the Keswick around. And the trebuchet that will take more and more map control. And what Vinchester is doing is also, he keep booming behind this. He keep booming more and more. Yeah. Well, you need to kill the university actually. And if he kill that, it's huge. Because you want maybe bomber cannons. Yeah, but they still, look at the resources. Hart is still 50 seconds away from going up. He's coming with more crossbows. Those crossbows are going to be +3. What army is going to do? Skirmishes maybe Vinchester? I think he just need to go I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, the best army comp for a Tartar player to go on the Pure Age is usually a Brevik archers and Roosters. You can also upgrade another upgrade in the castle. I think it's Silk Armor that just gives them extra Pierce Armor. It just makes them trade great versus ranged units. And
Killing the monks.
they are also great. Killing monks.
Killing the
Also
monks.
great for raiding.
Yeah, he's killing the monks. So important to kill the monks. If you kill the monks, then nothing you can do. More archers here killing the village is impossible, in my opinion. He keep trying. Look at the score difference. Trebuchet going. And ladies and gentlemen, it's about time. It's about time. Of course, he's coming out with the Keswick. He's going to convert that. Keswick not really. GG Cole, incredible. Vinchester came back from the damn hell, and he can't really even believe it. He did it, man. He did it, Stark. And I don't even know also how he could do this.
Awesome games.
Incredible series, man. What the hell?
Just so well played.
Yeah, man. What a comeback, man. What a comeback. Crazy stuff. You know, really crazy stuff in statistics. Military, 7956 economy, 9,000 resources more. And, well, 30 villages more in this one. Like, the first two games was domination. And the next three games, not domination, but Vinchester definitely played much better than the other two games that I didn't see these coming, honestly.
Like, what were his mistakes, man, on the British game, on this one? He just played perfect.
Yeah, he played perfect the last three games. And Hart played good, you know? Like, except the last game with the scouts, I would say. Right?
Yeah, the Japanese game was just awesome for him. The scout and sculpture opening, it was just great, just great.
Anyway, I'm going to Vinchester, okay? I'll be right back to you, Stark, in a moment.
See you.
Okay, guys, here we are with a crazy player in a crazy series, Vinchester. Congratulations, man.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
How do you feel, man? And what time is it for you now?
I feel kind of exhausted. That was really hard series, hard played, insane. Can't say that I didn't expect this, but I mean, I expected really tough series, but that was even more than I expected.
And what you didn't expect, that you could come back, because the first two games, hard, with, let me just check the matchup that I have here noted, Franks and Gurjaras, Vietnam Mongols. He played just perfect, those games.
Yeah, I think that was really good. He really prepared well to what I did to do early drush as Gurjaras. He played amazing. I thought actually to ban this Civ, maybe I could do this. Not sure if that Civ could be better for me, but yeah, he just played insane, used everything. I made a lot of mistakes, like the fights were bad, and I don't like how the melee units are fighting. Actually, I didn't like how my scouts fight it, but I didn't check for his +1 on scouts. Then I think the knights in Castle Age, that was a terrible fight. I was about to kill all the crossbows, and I just lost the fight and all the crossbows alive. So, yeah, he played insane.
But still, you lost in those two games. Billy is too early, and you fall really behind quite a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's an evident mistake. Like I could just wall villagers, think about this in advance, think about the archer in Mongol game, or just try to wall the right-hand side. There was some stuff I could do better, but I think I played the usual pace. I didn't really slow down anywhere, so just hard played super fast and made all this pressure, and this is just paid off for him. I think actually the Vietnamese game, at some point I started to play insane as well, and I was about to come back. At least the score say that was equal, but yeah, I just fall too behind in Feudal Age.
You find in that Vietnam game that goal at the bottom left corner that you find
at
just
in the end. Yeah.
Then probably you could have come back because you were quite some time without mining goal. But then we want to know your feelings. How were you when you were 2-0 behind? And let's be honest, Vinchester, you were not playing your best games, and your opponent was playing your best. You think you could do this reverse sweep because you played the last 3 games? I was with Stark, and he said that you played the last 3 games. Perfect.
Yeah, I really like how I played. I knew that, okay, I have my best civilizations there. It's still winnable, and I could see that Hart, he's maybe maybe I can compare him with me, that he is sometimes playing on the highest level possible, and sometimes he's not playing his best. So I knew that if at some point I will start to win, then maybe he will start to make mistakes, and then I will have my chance. So I choose Britons, one of my favorite civilizations, try to play as best as I could, and I knew that also the draft position, winning against Malai, which is his first pick, would be really amazing. So this game made a lot of sense, not only because I didn't lose 3-0, but also that I'm winning one of the best civilization for him. And to be honest, I don't really rank Byzantines that much, and this is his second pick. So yeah, I knew that this game important, and I think I played the Britons really well, except some maybe small micro things. I played really good. So, and from there, I had the confidence that I must win with Aztec. Doesn't matter what he will pick, Japanese or Byzantines. Actually, I was expecting Byzantines because I think Aztec amazing against them. And yeah, the next one is just with Tatars, yeah, which are kind of unique as well. They can play any civ.
So Aztecs, you think that Aztecs you were complete? Oh my God, Aztecs, you thought that it was better for against Japanese?
Yeah, I mean, Aztec's still better because you can play with infantry, but I still have monks if I want to make them. I can make monks, arps, they countering longswords perfect. I think at some point I could make better micro, but just in the moment, I mean, better fights, took better fights in Castle Age, but just at the moment when I got Redemption, we finished the castle in the mid, so I didn't really use monks with Redemption too much, but I guess he just invested much more into the army because he needs to lose longswords. They are not cheap, and this is like more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly.
Vinchester, come on, check the camera, because people want to know how you feel. If you feel satisfied with your performance, if they come back, how you feel, because people want to know the feelings of the player.
For now, I feel very good because I won. I mean, this is one of the most important things here. And yes, I played not perfect, but I'm still learning. As we were talking before, I don't feel confident with this meta now. So, in fact, I won, and I will try to improve. I think that I'm still on the highest level, right? If I'll fix those opening things and stop losing in Feudal Age, I think in Castle and Imperial Age, I'm still very nice. So, I mean, I must say that I'm kind of lucky that I still have the chances I did both. I improved now. I will try to improve. I have this time, and I advanced. Because the worst part could be if you know how that you can improve, everything's great for you, you know all the strats, you know what to do, but it's just out of the tournament. So it didn't happen for me. I'm a little bit lucky for now. Probably was a little bit luckier than him, and I'll just try to play my best further.
A little bit. I remind you, Sebastian 2-0 in the qualifiers, came back. Margugu 3-2 the last moment. Today 3-2. The lag is not going to be there all the series. Would you want to kill yourself with a heart attack or something?
Yeah, but I lost to Nikov. All the luck is gone. I didn't stop the Rhino in the last one. That's where I bet all the luck.
That's true. And now the next series that are going to be, if I'm not mistaken, is on, I don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
Jordan. Yeah,
Jordan.
Against Jordan, yeah.
What about that matchup? Because Jordan versus Vinchester, what a round of 16.
That's gonna be tough. I think Jordan is in good shape now. He's in top 16 with, I would even say he go through with top 8, winning against ACCM. And yeah, that's gonna be a hard match for me, definitely. But again, as I said, I will try to prepare. So let's see.
Well, anything you want to say to the viewers? Because there is a lot of people that was cheering for Heart, but a lot of people cheering for you too. Be my guest, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Hart did an amazing job in this tournament. I think he lost only to Viper and to me. And to me, it was not the easiest series for me, actually. So Hart did an amazing job. I want to kind of congrats him for this improvement. He did an amazing job with preparation and stuff. Hope to see him in the next tournament. And also, as usual, thanks, guys, for cheering for me. That was... I know that you like the series. I would not even say that I think so. I'm sure that you liked it, and I hope I bring you more, and at the same time I'll try to win. So thanks, guys.
Good luck against Jordan, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. So take care, Mr. Vinchester.
Thank you. See you, man. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, guys, this is Vinchester. Crazy series. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed like we all did, man.